How are we going to meet Kat, by the way? I mean, the obvious logical thing would be that she's in the inn.
Oh, exactly.
She was with us all the time when she looked after the wagon while we went off.
I mean, the way you met Bubba was the fact that he had a portal opened as he misused a gate spell and fell out the sky. But Kat, you meet Kat in the inn, and you meet her by the fact that as you're walking in, you stand on a tail. Oh wait, no, she's not a cat. Shit.
That's gonna get confusing.
No, other way around though. She walks in and stands on Gazeka's tail.
What?
Yeah. You got your cat, your tabaxi, you got a tail.
Oh, my tail. I thought you said table. Jeez.
Yes. Oh God.
I am sorry. Yes, tail. She stands on your tail, and you have a good old merrymaking, and she introduces herself to the group.
I'm terribly sorry.
And you, she's like, "Oh, I'm looking for work, blah blah blah," and then she joins you. It's simple as that. You're all a group of many people, and she is probably the most normal one in the group.
Hey now. Mentally, I'm normal.
Your cat.
Figuratively.
What does she make of Nelsol though? Because he's full orc and she's an elf. I'm interested. What your take would that be?
You're not in my proximity yet, are you? No, you are in.
Yeah, everyone is in the.
Yeah, I guess we've skipped on very slightly from where we left it, and everyone's now at the inn.
Well, everyone was in the. Where we left it, everyone was going to the inn apart from. Mark, who was going to the Shrine of Luck, if I remember correctly.
Yes, but if I remember right, I paid 2 gold to run a bath for Till's bad man and a room for both of us.
And just remember, you got to raise the temperature slowly so he doesn't notice it until it gets to boiling.
And I believe the others were still around.
Oh yeah. You're making your way back to the Stone Hill, and that was it. Yeah. So you made your way back, and Mr. Froggle Pubaz is currently laying in his bath, having a nice good old swim. You have departed, missing out on Katusha, but you'll meet up with her soon enough, and you are now on your way to the Shrine of Luck. We'll get to you in a second.
No problem.
Right. So let's introduce myself a little.
Yes, let's introduce yourself.
In walks a blonde, slender female elf with clothes that would be suited for somewhat colder climates. There is some remarkable feature about her clothes. This is 3 dark stripes running down her sleeves. And you're not sure, but it could be a symbol of her fate. As she stands firmly on your tail, she greets you in a very weird accent, saying, "Hello, I'm Katusha. I'm looking for work. Can you help me?" That was not a good introduction, was it?
That was fine. You're definitely taking this way more serious.
I'm busy stroking my tail there.
Yeah, that was perfect.
I'm working on it.
That's fine, though. That's fine. That was a good intro.
That's fine. That was good. And yes, this work. Once the cat has gotten over the fact you've stood on his tail, he will introduce you to the rest of the folk who are there. So that'll be Nelsol and Bubba, because the cat dwarf that has me a fuck is going to the shrine, and the frog is currently laying in bed at bath. I did yourself, yes.
Oh, before we kind of properly kick things off,
yes.
I did wonder. Now I know a little bit more about orcs. Would it make sense for Nelsol to have some kind of like a seal or a bit of parchment or something from somebody in authority saying, "Hey, this guy's not a regular orc. Don't kill him," or don't arrest him just for being an orc kind of thing.
Now,
or are we not? Are we not playing things that strictly? And
you will have, you'll have a notice from Gundren. I mean, Gundren, he's well known around, so you'll have a notice from him, which will have official seals from. I'm trying to think where it was. From the Kingdom of Phandalin, basically. Kingdom of Phandalin. But you'll have important bloody Neverwinter. There we go. Yeah, you'll have seals from Neverwinter on it. So if anybody asks, you can pull it out and be like, "Yeah, read this."
Okay, all right.
It'll be official. It'll be official note of, "Hey, it will be like Nobby Knob's human card."
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's a good example. Good explanation.
So, still standing firmly on Gitseki's tail.
No, I pulled my tail out.
Oh, you pulled it out. I'm sorry. So, not longer standing on Gitseki's tail. I eye the whole group, and my eyebrows become a little bit raised as I see the orc in the group, and I say, "You are an interesting bunch of people."
And Nelsol just kind of grins. Maybe slightly unpleasantly because it's an elf, but you know he doesn't mind elves that much compared to regular orcs, so it's fine.
I feel that I need to sort of at that grin that I sort of need to break the ice a little and say, "I don't taste good."
Nah, don't worry. He only eats owls.
Oh, that is fine with me.
Pipe up and say, "Don't forget the horses as well."
That's right.
Do like a good horse.
So it seems like we're picking up strays everywhere we go. Maybe we should call ourselves the strays.
Nah. That could be so misconstrued.
Okay, doke. You start in Stone Hill Inn, and I want to find out quickly.
So, where are we at in terms of what we do next? Because we've delivered the stuff. We know that the guy's still missing, but we know where he is. Yeah.
Right now, you are in Phandalin. You have just come back from a long journey. You've delivered your goods to Draffins and to the Lion Shield Costa. You now got some money between you, and
so let me go back to my notes.
Oh,
so you have at least
So apparently
I was going to ask what are the party funds now, Gitseki, that we bought the armor for me last time.
Our party funds are at 29 gold pieces right now.
Because I pitched in most of my gold for that as well.
Yeah. So the last is Gundren was taken to the Cragmore base castle, whatever, because of his knowledge of the mines of Phandalin. And there is apparently a wizard, and I missed his name, Iono, in Phandalin, that may have more knowledge.
Is where are your name? Your name is Sildur Hallwinter. Yes.
How do you
Sildur Hall. S. Oh, yeah.
Just cut and paste it into the chat there.
No, there should be a handout somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Let's do it here.
No, that's Sildar, who we released.
Oh shit, you're right. That is true.
Is he one of the notable NPCs that gets unlocked?
More than likely. I shall find this out right now. But yeah, the wizard is kicking about. He's in the town. He's helping out with. There we go. Iarno Alberic. He is a member. He's human wizard, fellow member of the Lost Alliance. So, dude, his name is. There you go.
Thank you.
What was the name of the place Gundred's being held at again?
Cragmore Castle or
That
something like
was
that.
it.
Yeah, Cragmore Castle.
Nosmith Cragmore Castle. Yeah, we were just in one of their outlying lairs that we found. That now has a dead bugbear that apparently had a name, but nobody listened to it and just ignored him.
I mean, the name of the.
Oh, you don't want me to worry about it.
Actually,
what was his name?
The bugbear was called.
Wasn't it Fang or something like that?
No.
Bob.
No,
Bob.
His name is Dead Fang. Blog.
Clark.
His name was Clog.
Clark. There we go.
Clog, the bugbear.
That's a very good Klingon name, that.
Clog. I know.
Clark.
Clog. Okay, Dirk. So you are in Stonehill. Stonehill Inn. It's getting along to nightish. About mid-afternoon, evening. What do you want to do?
Well, it's been a fairly long trip, fairly arduous trip. I've been just as
Rest up for the
Nelsol.
evening.
Yeah, I'd be all in favour of just sitting in the inn drinking.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
So, if I'm not mistaken, Sildar said he owes us something for rescuing him. He was going to go off and chat with some people, and so we still have him to hear back from.
Yes, indeed.
And then he did mention that Iarno, some wizard here in town, may also have information on Cragmore Castle. So we may want to talk to Sildar and then maybe talk to Iarno, but it's getting late.
So I've written it down. We know where it is because of the
goblin.
The goblins that we put.
My one and only successful intimidation, or was it persuasion? I forget.
We know where it is, but we don't know much about it. So maybe Iarno has information that would be useful.
Okie doke.
But I'm not there, am I?
Okay, so you guys are going to be drinking, I guess.
I'm actually venturing out to buy some salt.
Okie doke. Okay, you're going to buy salt. You will be able to buy salt at Ruffian Provisions.
Alright, then I'm going there.
Okay, right.
Probably don't need to play this out.
Nothing at the moment. We'll go to Mark at Shrine of Luck.
Yes.
Shrine of Luck. You find it. As you walk up to the Shrine of Luck, you notice it's only a small shrine made of stones. It's dedicated to Temora, the goddess of luck and good fortune.
That's okay. I'd like to see if there's a proprietor of the place. You know, somebody in there.
As you walk up, you see this young elf woman. She is sweeping the front of the shrine, making sure it's.
Good evening there. I'm Iffy. Is it possible to use your temple so I can worship my god, please?
She introduced herself as Sister Garella. Which would, yes. Captain. Okay. Did I fuck? I don't care.
Okay, that's no problem.
Yes, she's a stylish young elf who maintains the Temple of Phandalin. She greets you, and she's like, "Yes, it's fine. You can use our temple for praying to your god." And she moves out the way for you to get in.
I give her a nice little nod, thank you, and just how's things? You know?
They're okay. We had some trouble in town.
Trouble?
Yeah, we have. She looks around. We've got a few. How do we say, brigands in town, and the town master doesn't really want to do anything about them.
What? As in just ruffians, or just?
Yeah, ruffians. They go by the name of Red Brand.
Red
Brand.
Brand. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't spell red. That looks right. Oh, well, have they attacked your temple or anything, or have they stole from here? Cause...
Not the temple, but there's been rumors that they've been, stealing stuff from shops, breaking into houses. There's been a few disappearances.
Are they a major problem or just a nuisance?
Not a problem, not a major, but a problem enough that they're starting to become a major problem.
And the town
master does nothing about them.
I'm guessing that's basically just like the mayor.
Yeah, pretty much the mayor.
Oh, I just shake my head and it's like, but don't they want to protect people, or
they don't see it as a problem to them?
Well, thank you. Well, what do they look like? Just so I know to stay out their way.
They just seem to be thugs, really. They don't have any sort of identifying clothing of that. They're just to be all people. Just
Apart from these ruffians, any what's trade like in the town? Is it prospering, or is it slowly getting there?
Trade is okay when it's not getting attacked. Lion Shield costs are lost. Bunch of the last provisions, the last time the trade didn't come in, they've lost carts, supplies that have just not shown up. Barfins kind of seems to be a lot better in that way, but it's okay. It's we're a small town. We don't have a lot of stuff for, it's just what small town needs.
Okay. I'm going to proceed obviously to a prayer point. Before I do that, I'm going to hand her 5 gold for her, to help maintain the church. It's donation.
Actually, thank you. We thank you for your donation. And she goes over, and there's this wooden box, and she just pocks it in there and rattles. It sounds hollow and empty.
God. If you have any, if they start coming near the church or harassing you, I'm staying in the inn. Can't remember the inn's name. Stonehill Inn with a few acquaintances. Please feel free to come over here and ask for our help. I can't have any church or shrine of any good people being harassed by these people, and I'm going to pray to Lathander for protection of this local village that I'm in now, and good favours, basically.
We thank you, and if anything does happen, we'll be sure to find you in the inn. And then she wanders off and starts to brush some other part of the shrine.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going in and you're going to pray to.
Just for good luck for the.
Yeah. Okay. But we shall go to Katusha. As you walk into Braffin's Provisions, it's a nice little shop. It seems to be stocked pretty well, but you don't get the sense of that what they've got is just basic materials. They're not going to have weapons or magic maces and stuff like that.
I see.
For what you want, you'll probably find it.
Greetings. I would like to buy some curing salt. Have you curing salt?
Greetings, young elf. Salt, we have plenty of salt. How much do you need?
I think I take about 2 pounds of salt.
2 pounds of salt. And he rubs his chin. Rubs her chin, actually, remember quickly. It's a female. Is it a female? Paraffins. It is. Oh, it's a male. Oh, he'll rub his chin and he'll go into the back. And he'll rummage about. Yeah. Give me a second while I I want treat. He will come back with a nice bag and he puts it onto the table. He says, "Here's your 2 pounds of salt." And he will come out and say, "That will be 10 copper pieces."
That is very good price. Thank you. I take a whole bag.
Yeah, you take the bag and you place down 10 copper pieces onto the table. And he thanks you for your service. And you can come back anytime.
I just take my bag of salt and go back to the Stonehill Inn where I will drink something reasonably strong.
You go back to the inn. Mark, are you going back to the inn or are you going to hang about the shrine for a bit longer?
I'm going to hang around by the shrine for a bit.
As you are back in the inn, who's there? You go up to the barkeeper and you are greeted by... Where are we? Right. You're met by the short, young male named Phandalin Stonehill. He is the proprietor of the inn. And as you walk up to the bar, say, "What can I do for you?"
I would like to have do you have any strong, clear spirit?
Strong spirits, and he looks around and he pulls out a clay bottle and he pours your drink. "Oh, do you? That's some moonshine."
I actually, and if you could have a mug of beer, great big glass of beer.
And beer, yes.
Yes, yeah. And put spirit in, and this is what I drink.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Not just a small spirit in big beer,
Boiler, okay. He gets a nice big mug of ale and he pours in a good shot worth of this moonshine. And he will, where is that? For 5 copper.
5 copper. I put 5 copper on the table. Take my mug and what is the? How do you call the big glass for ale?
Tankard?
A tankard. I take my tankard and look around. Is it so that Nelsol is somewhere sitting on at a table or something?
Yeah, I guess it would be probably sat in a corner somewhere, hulking, drinking.
I do look down to the ground, just slightly over my tankard, and slowly come closer to that table.
Oh, okay, don't get you. Actually, is forward towards Nelsol as he's sitting there at the table in the corner, sipping on a nice ale.
Without asking, I take a seat on the most diagonal seat away from Nelsol, but still on that table, and
he raises his eyebrows slightly, but doesn't really say anything.
I just stare into my tankard.
Okay. So what are the rest of you doing? Bubba and Gizeki and Jiga, what are you guys doing? Shopkeeper's name was
Mr. Barthen? I don't know.
Who is? Ah, yes, his name was
Toblin.
Elmer Barthen. Elmer. Like Elmer Fudd. That's it.
Well, I would like him to like to talk to the shopkeeper and place an order for a room for night and a nice bath, a nice meal and stuff like that.
Oh, do you mean the innkeeper rather than the shopkeeper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a different person then.
Ah, the innkeeper is Tobin. Tobin? I've just said his name. Where are you, Tobin? I think it's Tobin.
Can I get food sent up to the room? So I can eat while I'm in the bath?
They don't really do room service, but you go down and you purchase some lovely food for yourself.
Don't forget, I did pay 2 gold for the room, so I think that's a lot.
I mean, 2 gold for a room is that's a comfortable room. Well, actually, not to be modest.
You would want some extra service for that, I would think.
That'll be wealthy, mate. Or you know, if you want that sort of lifestyle, you're paying like 4 to 10 gold minimum.
That's okay. I have to ask Idzeki for some money so I can get some food, but other than that, I'm gonna go back up into my room and eat and drink while I'm in the bath.
Okay, so you come down, you've went over to Gizeki, borrowed some money, or took some money which you own. So it's your money. You've got no pockets. You're a frog. And
give him a gold piece. That should be plenty for him to get.
You order yourself some. You order yourself a nice meal, and you go back up, and you get back into your bath, and you just sit there eating. Gizeki, you
I'm just gonna sit in the inn, look around, just observe.
Roll me perception.
Roll.
Yeah.
Getting back to the sheet. Just making notes. Perception.
Yeah, perception. Would it be in perception? Could it be an even?
As about average as I can get.
That is pretty much true. Do we want to go to?
Obviously, I drank a little too much. I wasn't paying attention.
As you're looking around, you hear bits of conversations, and as you look around, you see You hear things, and you hear a rumor about a sister Garel. You don't know who that is yet, but you would surmise that she is somewhat related to the Shrine of Luck. And you hear that she recently left town for a couple of days, and then returned wounded and exhausted.
Wouldn't I have noticed that if I was speaking to her?
Well, she might have recovered by this point. Depends on the severity of the wounds, I suppose.
No, she would have been well enough that you wouldn't have noticed it, really. You also hear, as you're drinking, you make small talk with one of the barmaids, Elsa, and she's a gossiping barmaid, you know what they're like, and she talks a bit about the town, and she's like, oh, Darren Eldermuff, he's the altar keeper. He used to be an adventurer, you know.
Did you say orchard keeper?
Orchard keeper.
Okay.
And you, Nelson, you see this miner, and he's looking at you. He's not got a good. He's giving you the evils basically, and you hear him talking to someone else at his table, and he's like, "Orc raiders, they've been seen at the east end of the Tribor Trail. The townmaster's looking for someone to run them off." And he continues eyeing you as he's talking to his companion.
So the east end of that would be to the northeast of where we are at the moment, in Phandalin.
East end of northeast. Yeah. Tribal Trail will be east. Yeah, well,
but it could curve to the east. We don't know.
True. Well, and as you go back up, to order more drink, you're served by Trilena, the wife of Tobin.
This is still me, right?
No, this is be anyone really, and she's gossipy as well, and she starts complaining about a group called the Red Bands, and she's like, they're like rough. I think she explains that they're ruffian, the rough people in the town, and they've been causing trouble. And she's like, Frel Drendra, a local woodcarver, he stood up to the Red Bands about 10 days ago when they came by his shop and laid out his wife. The ruffians murdered him.
Oh.
They grabbed several townfolk saw it. They took his body, and now his wife and daughter and son have gone missing too.
So these are really okay. All right. So this is proper, full-on gang. Then it's not just shaking people down for protection money. They're actually killing people. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe we need to go to talk to the town master and see.
Well, this is all still. This is like late into the evening at this point, right? We should
probably...
No, I know. We don't. Not right now. Yeah. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he would be a logical person to speak to tomorrow.
Yeah, and as the night wears on, a few other people come in, and there's this mid-aged woman comes in, Frida, and she's talking with the Trillian, the innkeeper's wife, and you overhear the fact that she's saying the Red Brands, they hassle every business, but they don't hassle the Phandalin Miners Exchange. They don't want trouble with Hella Fontaine. But yeah, that's as the night winds down. Mark, you come back in to the inn, and you all
I need to introduce myself.
Yes, you come in, and then you see this young elf sitting next to Nelsol, and they're getting merrily drunk together.
Well,
actually, I'm just staring into the full tankard. I'm not drinking. I'm just.
She's sitting there looking at her alcohol. Deep in thought.
I'm just going to walk up and look at her deep in the eyes and go, I see a kind heart, and then I'm going to go to my room.
As this Asmir walks up to you, and he stares deeply into your eyes, and he says this. You're a bit confused as he walks off up the stairs. But
I'm assuming that elves are good at heart, so...
he said
Nelsol grins at this and just kind of says, yeah, he's a bit of a weirdo.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
You get used to it.
This is a little bit silly now because actually there is a thing about my eyes.
Oh.
I usually try to avoid eye contact, and this is why I earlier said I'm not looking at anybody but to the ground. And if you stare into my eyes, it feels like you're staring into a very deep well. It's an abyss, and you feel a little bit shaken from doing so.
I'm a celestial.
Well done. It's fine.
Apparently, I'm supposed to be over 7 foot tall, but I don't want to do that.
I don't know.
You're a very short Asimar.
Yeah, I'll give it 6'4".
I'm sorry.
Or is he just a short ass?
Yeah.
So that's just a weird thing about my eyes. But if you looked into them and still thought I'm good, well.
Well, I see your heart, sort of thing. You know, I see an elf. I'm assuming you're a good person.
I see.
I have topaz eyes, by the way.
Mine are just, I think, just blue or something.
Brown green.
Brown green. Yes, thank you. I should just go with real life.
So, you all pay for rooms, and you eventually go up, fall asleep in your beds, and
okay.
Before I'm getting up, as everybody settles to go to sleep, I'm suddenly raising the tankard, drinking it in one go, and then first walking straight, then increasingly staggeringly walk to my bed.
Can I just quickly ask? Okay, let's assume I've had a couple of rounds of drink and then the cost of the room. How much is that going to come to? So I know how much to deduct.
The cost will be about 3 silver pieces, roughly. Not expensive rooms. I mean, they're not the cheapest rooms there going, but you've got enough to feel like you can afford to spend a bit modest.
Okay, all right.
As you all go to sleep, but you Kasusha, because you don't sleep, you just sit there and you meditate deeply.
Yes.
Drunk meditation. I like it.
Drunk meditation is actually I cannot meditate in sober state. Is not to my according with my religion, you know.
So
do I get any visions during the night? Part of the asthma, I can get visions at night when I'm sleeping as a dream. That's if my God wills it. If he doesn't, then I won't get anything.
Give me a second, let me go get my dice. Roll.
When I say visions, like guidance sort of thing at night time.
He rolls a 1. Well, I think you had a heart attack in your sleep.
Yeah. Did any of you? Oh, I know, because I'd never talked to any of you, did I? So I wouldn't know anything that you found out.
Yeah, we've been chatting. Oh
yeah, but I came straight in tonight and just saw the new person, and then went upstairs. So you'd have to fill me in the morning.
Yeah, we'll have to have, I don't know, A breakfast conference or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this will do. No.
Film.
You have
Normal sleep.
normal sleep. Nothing comes to you. So yeah.
Yeah, it's alright.
So y'all wake up about 9-ish the next day. Katusha, you come out of your meditation state, sober, feeling refreshed, and such as you all make your way downstairs for breakfast, if you wish it.
I like getting up early, so I'm going to get up about 7 and have breakfast of. Shall I be a vegetarian? Yeah, I'm going to be a vegetarian. Sorry, I'm going to be a vegetarian.
Jeez, you change your mind quickly.
Okay, you after watching Nelsol got
I think you should roll for that and see what kind of vegetarian you are. If you roll a 1, you become full vegan.
Oh, I don't want to be a full vegan.
Oh god.
I like what? Yeah, I'll sit with this. Yeah, roll D20, see what happens.
Fair one.
So are you going to be a fishy vegetarian or an ovo-lacto vegetarian or yes vegan? That's going to be interesting.
There we go. What? Ah, 18.
You are a vegetarian. You eat fish, you eat cheese, you eat dairy products.
Yeah.
You don't like eating meat.
Yep.
After watching Nelsol hack open owls, horses.
That doesn't bother me. You know, I choose to preserve, life and all that stuff. So.
You go up to the barkeep early morning. It's like, I'll have breakfast, but no, and
I'll just say, just green vegetables, please.
You look at you a bit funny. Okay, and he comes back out later, about 5-10 minutes later, with salad base.
Yeah.
I thought he comes up with a turnip now, like.
I mean, you look at that, it's like it appears to be cabbage, maybe a couple of radishes, some cut up carrots.
Fine.
It's what they have to hand.
Yeah.
It's not fancy.
Yeah, and I'll just sit there because I'll get up early, obviously. And I'll do like a morning ritual, like I'll have a quick little prayer, have my breakfast, and I'll just sit there, just thinking about rubbish, as people do in the morning.
Okay,
I want to get up not too long after. I think I'll appear next because I'm a mercenary. I'm used to getting up. In fact, 7 would be a bit of a lie-in, I suppose, compared to
you guys
being on the field.
Down, we're trying to sleep here.
So I'm gonna come downstairs and just have a plate full of meat for breakfast, just like sausages and black pudding and bacon. And
as you come down, you sit and you order the meatiest of meaty breakfast.
Yeah.
And about 20 minutes later, you see this mound of animal parts on this plate, and you just like, yes, that's what I want, and you hand over 5 silver pieces for your breakfast. There's a lot of meat on this plate, but it's good, well cooked.
Okay, Nelsol is now happy.
Alright, I do rise, not fashionably late, but a little bit late maybe, and just ask the innkeeper for a few boiled eggs, some bread, some cheese, and a glass of that spirit.
Okay, he comes back later with a plate of boiled eggs, cheese, a good amount of bread, and a glass half filled with the spirit. And he puts it down for you, and he's like, maybe about 6 silver.
6 what? I'm sorry?
Silver.
6 silver. Oh, thank you very much. I think I will place it on the same table as that huge mound of the huge mound of meat, just a little bit in the.
You can just about see Nelsol over the top of this, this.
Exactly. This is why I'm placing myself exactly on the opposite side of it, so I can stare down onto my breakfast without. I just later realized that this mount will become smaller, but at that time it would be awkward to change place, so I just keep sitting and feeling a little bit silly about it while peeling my eggs.
Good morning, Elf. I'm Iffy. And good morning, Nelsol.
Nelsol just kind of grunts and keeps stuffing his face with, sausage and black pudding.
Eat as much as you can. You're going to need your strength.
In fact, he's fashioned a kind of meat sandwich out of 2 slices of like black pudding, and there's like some sausages in between.
I just smile like as a a bit of appreciation sort of thing. Like I like his style sort of thing, but I've chose my style, but I like his style.
At this point, I feel a bit urged to say good morning too, so I have a shy "Dobre utro, tovarishi," and then I keep eating.
I look at her go. Sorry?
I do believe no one speaks Elvish.
No one speaks Elvish.
Oh, this is just a traditional greeting of my tribe. I'm sorry.
No, thank you. Teach me. I never want to insult people. Always willing to learn.
Teaching you would probably last a bit too long than we have time. A breakfast table, I'm terribly sorry.
Enjoy your food. Sorry about my woundless yesterday. I had a long day. I needed to get some sleep. And I am Effie.
Pleased to meet you.
I am an Azamar.
I think she could tell.
I've been wandering for a long time, and I've met these gentlemen, the vagabonds, shall we say, and I actually like them, but don't tell them.
Even oh, never mind.
No, they all have a quirkiness to them. They're unique in their own ways. But I believe all their hearts are actually good, and I can feel if they're bad or if there's underlying in there. But from the souls I've seen for them, the hearts are all in the right place. I mean, take Nelsol.
And I'm just sat there, kind of pretending not to listen to this, but I can very obviously hear it all.
If I remember right, you was raised by humans, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Take Nelsol. He was taken in by humans who obviously showed him the love of people, like how to love, how to look after people, not to be the orc side of things. So when you look at everybody, we're all the same, just how we're raised. And this group have been raised with good intentions. They may not always be ethical, but I believe there's some future in this lot. That's why I'm staying with them.
Well, if I may say 2 things, I can see beyond table manners. Don't worry, and so he was raised by humans. This is very interesting.
So he understands humans have love. Not so much
you say, but I think humans are not less monsters than orcs or other beasts.
That aside, humans have a unique thing, and we don't have like love as they do, but they always see the better in people. Most of the time, I know you get some bad ones.
Yes, they do.
They generally see the better in people. They always look for hope, and that's a good trait, I believe.
Do you? Well, some would call them fools for that, but I'm not here to argue. I'm here to eat eggs.
I shall let you eat eggs, and I shall eat my last lettuce leaf.
Okay, what are we doing today? As I come in stretching out like a nice cat. Just doing nice stretches.
Kiseki comes down stretching as a shy cat does after a well-earned catnap.
I've had my catnap, don't worry.
I could probably win an eternal friend if I specialized in fishing, right?
I can either confirm or deny that statement.
Good morning, feels bad man. Sleep well?
Hello, I come down completely naked, as usual.
Oh, that's my mistake. Sorry, it's Yang Yella. Sorry, I meant to say Yang Yella.
And coincidentally, feels a bad man turns up just at that moment.
Completely naked, as usual.
You're frogs. They're not really going to see anything.
Nothing we care about.
You know, nothing would put us off our breakfast anyway, hopefully.
Certainly not you.
I must be about halfway through this pile of meat at this point.
As everyone's been talking, you have slowly decreased this mound to about a third left.
So we would have probably discussed what they said last night.
Yeah, as everyone comes down, you'll discuss about what you have heard overnight, and you also tell them about what you heard from Sister Garel.
So to recap, we have this band of ruffians who we now know for a fact of, like, as far as like murdering and disappearing people. So they've possibly kidnapped people, possibly they've just murdered this whole family. But they definitely murdered at least one person. But they are leaving the Miners Guild alone because they're worried, or the Miners Exchange. Is this like just another store, or is it a guild, or the Miners Exchange?
Miners Exchange is Guild of Miners, I believe.
That's where we've come down from, isn't it? To send the provisions to. No,
it was for the as a trading post. Yeah.
Well,
it's the Miners Exchange as a trading post for miners to have their ores valued, measured, and.
Oh, so it's kind of like part assayer's office and part
pretty much,
trading post, and okay.
Yeah. It serves as an unofficial record office which claims the various streams and excavations around the area. Yeah.
So we know that the ruffians have been leaving them alone. Is it the Red Band or the Red Brand?
Red Brand.
Okay. And there was something about the orchard owner being an ex-adventurer, but that didn't really seem to be anything other than we just know he's an ex-adventurer. And then I just overheard someone muttering about orcs at the east end of the Tribor Trail, and that the townmaster is interested in doing something about that, even though he doesn't apparently care about this gang running around the town.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think that was everything.
Yeah, as you're talking about this, this little boy will run up to the table and he'll sit next to you, and he was listening to your conversation.
And Nelsol slips in a sausage.
He's like, "Thanks, mister," and when he hears you talking about the Red Brands, he was like, "Oh, a friend of mine, Quilleen Alderleaf's son, Carp, he said he found a secret tunnel in the woods, but the Red Brands chased him off." And then his mum will shout, and then Trillian will come out and say, "Pip, get back in here!" And the little boy will run off.
After hearing what they said about Sister Garel, I want to go back over to the Shrine of Luck and find out why she was injured.
Okay.
Can we, before that point, I figure, I mean, you know, just imagine this is Nelsol saying all the stuff like I said, but I feel like we need to decide a plan of action, like what we're going to do next. So are we going to split up, or are we going to like go to the town master first? Are we going to try and investigate the ruffians first? Or we could do both of those at the same time, I guess. Or are we going to go to the miners' exchange, see what they know? Those seem like the three kind of main options.
Well, at this point, I would suggest to the group information as much as possible, and then we'll meet back up. I mean, when I was at the shrine yesterday, I didn't see any problems with the lady. She was very nice, very kind, let me pray in her temple. But I'd like to find out why she was injured. She might have lied to me about the red brands. But I feel my needs to find out more about that side. But shall we meet up? Shall we all go investigate our own little stories and meet up in about 2 hours?
Okay. That sounds like a plan.
Okay.
So who's going where?
Yeah, who is going where?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Shrine of Luck.
Well, I'm afraid I'm, although charismatic, I'm not well versed in human interaction, so I seem to hesitate a little bit as to go into the town and mingle with people.
Well, Nelsol speaks up and says he's going to go and he'll tackle the miners' exchange first, and then he. Oh God. Okay. And then he says, "Well, I suppose you could come with me," in a kind of very gruff manner.
Well, I'm planning to go. I'll go hit the town masters.
Well, I think we might want to get information before we go to the town master.
Oh.
I lean somewhat back. Do you? Well, it's probably good idea, I think.
Don't worry about it, Katuja. I'll join you with going to Nelsol to the miners' exchange, says the Amateur.
Was there not somebody? What was that about the woods? Or never mind. Let's go.
Wow. Yeah, the double entendres.
Oh, I'm speechless. Clearly. Right. Anyone else?
Just get along with it, or?
I mean, don't forget we've got other people. Like there's the smithy, there's the Costa, the line.
I'm gonna go chat with
there's Barthen's.
the mage.
There's the mage.
We go find Yarno.
So we could ask other people for information.
And then I'll maybe swing by the orchard.
Okay. Arno.
Where is he located or hiding?
You to find out.
Right. So which group are we? Who's going first then?
I think I'm on my own going to Shrine of Luck.
Yeah. Okay. So Effie is going to Shrine of Luck.
Yeah.
Nelsol, Katusia, and Papa.
Yeah.
Is going down to the Phandalin Mines Exchange. Feel Bad and Decky are going where?
I'll go hit the orchard first and chat with the orchard keeper.
Okay.
See what he's about, and then us to try and find out where Yarno is.
Okay, Kitseki's going to orchard, and Papa, Yiga, where are you going with Mr. Froggy?
I wanted to go to investigate the woodworker's house.
You are wanting to go to the woodworker's house. Okie doke.
But if that's too many places...
No, this is fine.
Dun dun dun.
We will go with Shrine of Luck first. As you all set off, you all part your ways and you agree to meet back in 2 hours at the Townmaster's house hall.
Yep.
Or
Okay.
is it?
Okay, yeah.
Back and you all agree to be outside the town master's hall in around 2 hours' time. Which would probably spend about an hour or so eating dinner, breakfast, chatting. So you agree to meet there at noon, basically. So Effie, you walk over to the shrine, and as you walk there, you see Sister Grelel sitting there sweeping.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sister Gabrielle. Don't want to be intrusive, but last night I found out, or shall we say this morning, I found out a little information. Apparently, you came back to the shroud very injured. I didn't notice this yesterday. Sorry, I could have helped if you needed more healing. Why was you so badly injured?
And you are going through here. Okay. She looks at you a bit funny. It's like, I was sent on a mission by my superiors. I was sent to find the. Okay. Are we missing? We are missing.
Oh yeah, Bubba's not.
Yeah, I just realised that. My bad, Bubba. Where's Bubba? No, I did not have Bubba. I do have Bubba. Good. She says,
Okay.
She says that she was sent on a mission by her superiors to talk to someone about a book.
Why would you send you on a mission that's going to harm you? Church is for your faith, is to help people, especially good fortune. They shouldn't be sending you off to endanger your own life.
That's special. It's a special book that is highly sought after by my superiors.
What type of book is it?
I do not know.
So they sent you, asked you on the mission to go for a book they've not told you about, and you almost lost your life.
Wouldn't say almost lost my life. I didn't get attacked. As I was coming back, I stumbled and as things happen.
Can I make an insight check?
Go ahead. Roll insight.
Okay, she's lying. Insight, I. Oh wow. It's a bit. I can't see what I've got, so. $13.
21.
Yeah, 21. That 3D stuff is rubbish.
She is mostly telling the truth. She's keeping back some information, but what she's saying is mostly the truth, yeah. She has been sent onto a mission by her superiors, and she is after a book.
How frail does she look? I mean, does she look like a normal person, or just like she can't handle herself?
I mean, she's just she's a nun. She's a sister, you know. I wouldn't say she's frail, but for this type of mission, just going to seek something she should be fine, but she doesn't seem like she'd be, you know, really fail because she's only she's young. She's not old, and she's an elf. So I mean, elves really get don't really get old for a couple of hundred of years. So, but as she's talking to us, she asks if she asked for your help if you want to help her with this quest.
Like I say, if you need my help, please feel free to ask. I will always help the needed, even when I know it might be perilous to my own health. As long as this helps people and makes people
okay.
They're not going to die from this. I always look, you know, I want to look at I want people to be prosperous.
She says that she was sent by Spears to go see a banshee named Agatha.
Banshees are in this area.
Banshee never showed up, but she believes that if someone were to take this nice jeweled silver comb, which she hands over to you, that they may be able to flatter Agatha's vanity, who might be able to answer questions about this book. And she says that if you're able to do this, I will be able to offer you 5 potions of healing, and she pulls out this small chest, and this as well. I don't know what's in the chest. It's locked, but once we get information, I'll be able to get the key from my superiors.
I would do what I can for you. I don't expect gold, because gold's better spent helping people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing this just out of kindness, and if it helps your church, helps your belief and your God, they might one day seem fit to help me out in one time. And this is a silver. Well, I didn't hear the last bit.
There's a small box that she doesn't know what's in it.
No, the silver bit.
Oh, a silver jeweled comb.
Comb.
Yeah, that is as a gift to try and persuade Agatha.
And that's as in comb, as in hair comb.
Yes.
Cool.
Nice jeweled brush, silver brush, inlaid with fancy jewels.
So she obviously is a very, very self-indulgent person. Just thinks of her.
I mean, yeah, this is a banshee. You know, banshees can be like that. Well, and
I shall help and see what I can do for you. In return, I would just pray for your God for my safe passage and my fellow companions, if they want to help me. If they don't, I should do this on my own.
Okay. She thanks you, and she gives you the comb, and tells you where Agatha's lair is, which is we'll show it later.
Yeah.
And that. But yeah, so
as we're ending the conversation, I say there we go, dear. Thank you, and I should place. Oh, she knows I'm not going to hurt. I should place both my hands on the side of her face, and I'll kiss her forehead and say, "May my God protect you in your shrine," and then leave.
I thank you, kind sir, and she watches as you leave. Okay, so F is done, and we will go to who shall be next? Yeah. Gizeki, we will go with you next. We are as you walk out of town to the outskirts of town, you see the orchard, and you see a nice little cottage next to these beautiful apple trees, and sitting outside on the bench in front of this cottage is a silver-haired half-elf man. He seems pretty fit. Okay. And he watches you as you approach the cottage.
Greetings, sir. I understand you're Darren Edermath.
Aye, that's me. What do you want?
I hear you may have had an adventurous life in your past.
Aye, yes, I used to be a fighter. I served as a marshal and held for the Dragon Coast. Many years ago.
Well, I was wondering if you had insight on the activities around town.
The Red Brands. That's funny that you should mention them. I have been looking for someone to teach these ruffians a lesson.
Really? Oh, my friends and myself were considering that very activity. What would you like us? What would you like done to them?
Well, I mean, we want them sorted. I mean, sort them sorted out. I mean, they're causing trouble. They've been killing people. They've been breaking shops. They've been causing unused to everybody. The leader, Glastaff, he's a right bastard. The Red Brands, they usually hang around the Sleeping Giant tap.
Sleeping Giant. Okay.
Tap house, yes. But their main safe house lies underneath Tresna Manor, the ruin at the edge of the town.
Okay. Oh yeah, we'd heard a story of maybe there's a secret entrance in the woods. I wonder if that's near just the south there of the manor.
It's a possibility. You might want to check Old Leaf Farm. They have a farm down to the southeast there.
Okay.
Down to the southwest, south the city.
Now, you wouldn't by any chance know why the Phandalin Miners Exchange isn't being harassed by them, or have an idea why that's happening?
He laughs. I wouldn't want to piss off a dwarf either.
Understood. And I'll definitely. I have an acquaintance with us, or one of my colleagues is a fighter himself. I shall direct him in your direction to hear your stories and such.
Oh, a fighter, eh?
I will warn you, do not be anxious at his appearance, which happens to be he's been tempered, we shall say.
Okay. I'm sure to keep an eye out for anyone peculiar.
Yeah, he is an orc. He's Nelsol. Yeah, don't worry. He's worth fighting with. I fought with him before, so I'll even come with him to make sure a bit. Maybe you can give him some insights and training, whatever, some history out there, and I'd like to hear more.
Boo! Boo!
Oh my! Oh.
Hey, I tried so hard not to make bubble wrap noises.
Okay.
Yes, you can't be a little awkward at times.
Everybody raise your hands who wants to kick Cat out of the group.
No. She gets at least a warning for that.
No. Okay. So, anything else around town to be aware of? Oh, do you happen to know where Yandor Trebek is? No, not Trebek.
Iron Albeck.
Albeck, yeah. Resides.
He sits and he rubs his chin, saying, "Iron Albeck." I don't know. His name rings a bell. You might want to try the inn. They might know better, or maybe the store.
Okay. Well, I shall do that then. And I'll start heading back into town. Or to the center of town to go and find out where Yanar Albrecht is.
Okie doke. Right, where next?
So insight, that's like to check if people are lying or not, or to see if you can...
pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a different thing from perception then.
Yeah, perceptions is looking for something visual.
Okay, all right.
Or if you pick up a snippet or something like that.
So I did. Yeah. Okay.
And then investigation is if you're actually looking for something, how good are you a man or are you a woman when you're trying to find an item in the house?
All right. So investigation. Okay. All right.
Is active looking. Perception is inactive looking.
Passive. Yeah.
Listening.
Okay.
Yeah. Passive. I mean,
All right.
Insight is the intent of the person.
We shall go to... The Phandalin Miners Exchange. So, as you know, Katusha and Damon, as you approach the Phandalin Miners Exchange, you see this warehouse type building, and there seems to be plenty of people coming in and out. I know people pushing carts or pulling heavy sleds behind them full of ores. And as you get closer, you see behind this long, low counter this hardy dwarven woman. As you get closer.
Did we get her name earlier?
You did. You did. Halia Thornton. Thornton, yes. Leah Thornton.
Okay. Well, I guess she looks like she's in charge, so we'll walk up to her and make an introduction.
As you walk towards the counter, you get funny looks from miners looking up at you because it's like you're an orc, and you're not disguising yourself that you're not. You're just an orc and proud. As you walk up,
I'm gonna guess that this is a complete aside, but I'm gonna guess the fact that I've got like relatively nice armor and everything, and it's obviously not kind of like orcish gear, would also be kind of quite apparent.
Yeah, they give you an eye of weariness as you walk past them. They move out of your way to give you some room as you walk up, and you glance down at Helene, and she's sitting there writing notes into this large ledger and she's like, "What do you want?"
Okay. Well, I kind of glance at my two companions and say,
Yes. Hello.
I hear that there's some trouble in this town at the moment with the red brand.
Oh, the red brands, eh? And she leans back and then looks up higher as she gets in this towering orc hulk standing on the other side of the counter. Ah, an orc, eh? You keep your troubles to a minimum. And she hops down off a stool and she comes round the counter at the other side of the counter and she's like, aye, the red brown brands, they've been kicking up a fuss. I don't know where they're hiding, but they didn't mess with us.
I interject. Well, we had heard that, so that's one of the reasons why we came to speak to you to see why they're specifically avoiding making trouble with you, because it seems like they've been hitting a lot of other businesses and that they may have even killed some people.
All right. And she looks at you up and down. You look like evil people. How about you do me a little favor?
Nelsol kind of... He looks slightly wary and says, does this favor come with payment?
100 gold for the head of Glastov, the leader of the Red Bands.
Could I do can I do a bit of haggling here? Maybe.
Try roll me a persuasion check.
Yeah, do a persuasion check. See if we can get a little bit more out of it. Not a huge amount, but maybe 10 or 20 extra gold.
Okay.
This would just be a normal roll, right?
Yeah, it's a normal persuasion roll.
And
8. 100 gold. That's my final offer.
And Nelson says, "Oh, okay, very well. You can't blame me for trying."
Okay.
Katusha sends us a little sigh of relief at that.
And then she says, "Oh, the ruffians. You'll find them at the Sleeping Giant Tap House, and that's where they usually hang out. You may want to have a look around there if you want to find where they really are hiding." And
we as a group, no, we don't have the information about them being under the manor yet.
Not yet, no.
But we will do. Yeah, okay, but not yet.
If I deign to share it, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry about Nelsol. I'm sure we can persuade them to tell us where the leader is hiding.
So I look down at this diminutive elf woman who has a magnificent, full, lustrous beard, of course, and I say, is there anything else you can tell us about them? When did all the troubles start? I mean, are they locals? Did they come into the town?
I mean, they appear to be local. They've got a safe house somewhere in the town, but we don't really know where. Not much the town master will do anything. A fat bastard.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to ask about. Why is the town master being so passive about this? Surely he'd be very concerned about a gang of murderers and thieves muscling in on his town. I'm also maybe hoping just to get a bit more information about the town master generally here as well.
He's useless. He's scared of the Red Bands, and he just claims that they're just a mercenary guild. No trouble.
I'm slightly getting vibes of, I forget the name now, but the mayor of Diamond City in Fallout 4. Mayor McDonough, there we go.
That's it, yeah.
We have no problems. There's nothing wrong going on here.
Right, I'm gonna glance at my companions and see if they want to ask anything.
As you look towards Katusha and Damon.
We're getting some feedback from Mark there, by the way.
I seem to have found a very interesting little piece of stone on the ground.
As you look at the ground at this lovely stone, it's a very nice stone. Do you have anything to say, Damon?
We're hearing that you're more or less the unofficial, shall we say, keeper of the law in the city. Is that more or less correct?
She smiles and laughs and she's, aye, you can see that. The town master's useless. Because someone's got to keep town in check.
Yeah, well, who better to do it than one of us, I guess.
She laughs, pats you on the shoulder. Aye, dwarfs know justice.
Aye, there's no justice like the backside of a dwarf in Warhammer.
That's true, that's true. So, is that all you want to ask her?
Oh, one last question. Which we probably should try and ascertain. How big is this gang? I don't think we've actually had that information yet. Like just a sense of, is it like a couple of people, a dozen, 2 dozen?
There,
because it's not a very big village, so it wouldn't necessarily need to be a big gang, I suppose. But still, I'm going to guess it's not just like 2 guys and a mangy dog.
There's about.
I'm looking not to repeat the incident in the cave previously where I burst in thinking, oh, it's like 3 goblins, and then there was twice that number.
She was just saying, there's probably about 6 or more.
Okay. So we're not dealing with a huge number of people then. All right.
No, not really.
It's certainly, we could like definitely tackle them with our group then.
Okay.
Just as an out of character question, is this supposed to be like a mining region then, or are there mines nearby? Other than obviously the fabled lost mine that we're supposed to be looking for.
Okay.
Because it wouldn't make much sense for there to be a mining exchange otherwise. And this is just me being curious whether it's, you know, like something completely prosaic like iron and copper, or if it's something magical or.
Yeah, that's true. So she tells you this as you, and she's like, "Well, I can't keep you all days. I've got work to do." And she gets back behind the counter and starts to dig into the large ledger that she was previously writing in. So as you guys walk back towards the town master's hall, we'll get to Yeager at the woodworkers house shop. As you approach, you see this shop, and the windows are broken, and the door's been kicked in.
I want to investigate to see if they kidnapped the child and mother.
Roll me an investigation check. Did you roll 12? You see that you're looking around. Go in. You have a quick look around, and you see what appears to be a scuffle, some drag marks.
And do the drag marks lead out into the street, or
Yes, they do. They lead out into the street,
in
but
the street that I can follow?
Roll me a survival check. You try and follow the drag marks, and then you go down the road some way towards Aldley Farm, but they are old, and as you get down some way down the road, the tracks seem to fade and disappear as people have been walking over them, and they've just been scuffed about and destroyed, basically.
Okay. And I assume all valuables have been kind of ransacked from the house? Does it look like it was a burglary, or just
let's see. Yes. Most, if all valuables have been taken out, there's been drawers been smashed, stuff like that, so anything of value has been taken out of the house, and anything that's not valuable has been smashed or broken.
What did the woodworker make? Is he a carpenter, or is he like a carver?
He is a carver. I believe it's a carver.
Is there like little trinket thingies that I can find?
Little trinket thingy. Will be the investigation check as you go back into the house to check. You just see broken wood, stuff like that.
Alright, that's fine. I go meet up with the group.
Okay, doke. So as you all come back from your various chores, investigations, you all meet outside the Townmaster's house. We are missing. There we go. And as you approach the Townmaster's hall, you see outside it big stone walls, pitch wooden roof, and as you walk up the steps towards the door, there's a nice big board, and there's a notice written in common. It reads, "Ox near Wyvern Hall, reward wanted." Reward bullshit, not wanted. People wanted, yes. And as you get closer, you see that that's a nice seal on the bottom of the paper, and there's a signature that you can't really make out. But you surmise it's someone part of the townmasters.
So something resembling an official seal or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Phandalin, they don't have a government here, and the town folk they just elect someone to serve as a judge during minor disputes and to keep any records that need to be kept.
So he's kind of more of a town clerk than a town
pretty
mayor
much,
kind
yeah.
of thing.
He's not got much power, it's just...
Okay.
Yeah,
so this is basically a bounty?
Pretty much, yeah.
Does it have any kind of price on it? Any kind of indication of how much they'll pay?
Not really, but it's on there, it says... it says ask inside for rewards and stuff.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, Nelsol glances around and says, "Well, might be interesting, but one thing at a time, perhaps."
Aye. Seems like we have to clear out these red band guys first. Then we can go hunting for orcs later. No
who did we
offense,
just
no
lose
fault.
there? Oh, we lost Mark.
Cox and eyebrows says, "Well, no."
I'm assuming we're kind of doing a quick
A little
download.
conference.
Yeah.
So we're all going to share our information. So
Yeah, you all have a good 10-minute gab as you share each pieces of information, and then you piece together what all you know about the Red Brands and where it's going to lead to eventually.
So we know the leader's name is was it Glassstaff?
Glassstaff.
Um,
Glassstaff.
Oh, Glassstaff.
Glassstaff.
That's it.
Okay.
Glassstaff.
We know they hang out at the Sleeping Giant. We know their base is possibly under Trezadar or Trezadar.
I had that confirmed that it is.
Okay.
And that we should probably chat at the Alderleaf farm. Maybe that's where the kid was from that was mentioned.
Yes.
Okay. So it's going to be
about
the
that
woods.
secret entrance.
It's going to be the woods to the east of that, where the secret entrance is.
Or south.
South of the manor, but east of Alderleaf Farm. Yeah. And was there anything else? Oh yeah, and we can get was it 100 gold bounty for the head of the leader? So that seems like a pretty good price.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, I found the orchard keeper is a former fighter. I mentioned you may come and see him, Nelsol.
Nelsol kind of shrugs and goes, "Sure, might be interesting."
Apparently, he was a big marshal on the coastline somewhere. So.
Okay. Is this just out of character for a second? Is this could I learn skills from this guy, or would it just be like having a chat?
It would just be having a chat. There's nothing you can really learn, per se, fighting style wise. No. If he was skilled in something like blacksmithing, then yes, you could learn blacksmithing from him, but not fighting style moves.
Okay.
Sorry, have we met up?
Yeah, you're all outside now the town master's hall, and you're having a good conversation, discussion of what you all found out, and you're piecing together what you know about the Red Brands, ruffians, and how best to deal with them.
I'm just going to walk into the town master very sternly, like man on the mission. I'm going to be very intimidating in my stance.
Roll me an intimidation check.
This could go poorly. I've not rolled one yet, have I?
Dun 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 dun.
That would be you stalk up the stairs. No,
nice.
never mind. I was going to say fall over your own feet, but no, that's pretty good.
Yeah, no, you walk in and you kick open the door.
I won't kick open the door. I'll just, swing it open. I won't kick.
Dramatically, though.
Yeah.
You're walking through, and your asthma bloodline and your natural magic seem to give off this aura.
I demand to speak the sheriff of this town now.
Well, I guess we're all kind of filing in behind him.
Sheriff here.
Whoever's in charge.
That would be Harbin.
Get him here now.
As this little clerk just backs away from you and he scurries off, you see behind the little desk, you see Zelda sitting there, looking through some notes, and he looks up and he says, it's Effie. And say, come here.
I just look at him sternly, I'm assuming he's on my right hand side. Look at him sternly. I need to sort something out first.
I think we all would have filed in behind. Behind at this point. Yeah.
Let's just let the cleric go do his thing.
Untouched. He needs talking to now.
About 5 minutes later, this
5 minutes. I don't know about keeping waiting, is there?
this fat human male comes out. Says, "What's the meaning of this? How dare you demand see me?"
The meaning of this is you neglect your duties to look after this town. How can you stand there like that and not look after this town? Give me a reason why I shouldn't just kick your butt now.
Because if you lay a finger on me, I'll have you arrested.
Nelsol
And sent to the jail.
Oh, what?
whispers to whoever's standing closest, remind me not to get on his bad side.
What? You'll have me arrested and you let you do nothing for the red bands, harassing all you little...
The red bands are just a mercenary guild. I know what you're talking about. I shall have none of this compensation anymore.
And you're not doing nothing about it? Seriously? How would if I went back up to Neverwinter and let people know up there about what's going on here, how would you feel?
Neverwinter?
Yes.
They're not going to do anything down here.
How do you know that?
Because I am the town master.
You're a town master in disgrace. I pity the people. For you. You need to learn how to look after people. Yeah, people. I've lost words.
I don't have to stand here and listen to this. Guards, take him away. And
really?
2 guards come from behind, and they say, "Get him out my sight!" And they take you firmly by the arms, but they're intimidated by you as well, so they don't use much force.
Don't touch me.
And they try and
Nelsol kind of, you know, he's doing his best to, you know, he puts his hand on the hilt of his warhammer and kind of, you know, looms a bit more menacingly just to give them the idea that don't try any rough stuff.
How tall are these guards, by the way?
I mean, they're about 6 foot.
So I'm taller.
They're a bit smaller than you, but they're trying to guide you towards the door.
I'm going to look at him and go to him, you really want to lay a hand on somebody of the cloth who helps people?
I'm sorry, cleric, but you have been told. We've been told to get you out
on my own terms. By the way, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I shall leave on my own terms. I advise you to step back from me and let me finish my conversation. There'll be no violence whatsoever with your town master. He's neglecting in his duties to protect the people of this town. You, as guard people, should be protecting the people of this town. Why aren't you sorting out the red bands? Oh, has he got your mouth as well, has he?
We are guards of the town master, not the town itself.
Yeah, but you were still sworn to protect the town.
Just the town master.
Oh, just the town master?
Yep.
So, you don't care about the people? Do you have any family live here?
We are just town people. Our family don't live here anymore. You get the feeling that they, as well, are intimidated by the red bands, and they are just
scared. How about then, if we sort these red bands out for you, what would you do for me? Would you protect your people again? You look after them. Obviously, I'm getting not enraged, but more not annoyed. Yeah, more annoyed with this person because he can't protect his people. So I'm trying to offer him a way out. Like, we can take care of the problem, but what are you going to help us? Are you going to protect the people more, or are you just going to sit there and go, "Oh, 1 gold coin, 2 gold coins"?
Again, these red bands are not a problem.
I snort down my nose, and I shall remove myself from the building.
Is the mayor still in the room at this point, or is he?
Yes, he is standing there, huffing and heaving like a wounded walrus.
Okay, as
I'm sitting in the back.
Aoife's kind of being, you know, firmly shown the door, but not too firmly because they're a bit intimidated by him.
Yes, he's kindly shown the way to the exit.
I'm going to step forward and walk up to the. I'm going to walk up to the town master and say, "Well, perhaps I apologise for my my friend being a bit hot-headed, but it does appear as if you do have a problem in this town, despite what you've said about them just being a simple mercenary group. We know there have been some murders. We know that there have been...
I have heard of no murders.
Well, then, with all due respect, you haven't been, paying attention very well to what's been going on in your town. We've been here all of a day, and already we have heard quite a few disturbing things concerning this seemingly benign group.
No word has reached me of murder.
Well, was it Harbin, the woodworker? Is it woodworker? I'm just double checking for you.
It is
the woodworker and his family were the ones that. Yeah.
Trell Trendar.
So I'm going to look a bit incredulous and say, you really haven't heard what happened to the woodworker, Mr. Trendar, and his family?
Woodworker? He says, no, I've not heard anything of the woodworker and his family.
This is the first time that Effie, as I was leaving, obviously being escorted out of the building, heard the word murder. Because they forgot to mention it to me. And I'm like, ears picked up, looking around, but still walking out the building.
Okay.
Well, we have heard from various people in the town that the I've forgotten his name already, but the woodworker was murdered, and that his family subsequently have disappeared, and that the home's been ransacked. So clearly something's going on in your town, and if you don't know about it, that's a bit of a problem for you.
I shall have my guards look into this immediately. And as the guards come back, he whispers to them, and they march off, somewhat perturbed. So, is this everything I can do for you?
I'm thinking I won't mention the bounty we've been given, or promised if we take care of them by that. I think we won't bring the Miners Guild into it. About
orcs,
I want to ask. Let's ask about the orcs. So I'll say to him, well, we also happen to notice the sign outside the bounty.
Orcs.
It is possible we could take care of this for you.
No, that's something better to talk about. As he sits down behind a desk and he pulls out a little pile of papers, and he looks through them and says, orcs, yes. We have got reports of a band of orcs near Wyvern Tor to the eastern Tribor Trail, and I will offer 100 gold pieces to any group I can take care of this problem.
Okay, so I say, well, we will make no promises, but it may be something we can take care of.
Okay.
How are we supposed to prove that we've taken care of it?
Well, we could bring back something with us, like, I don't know, some orc heads or something.
Ears.
Or ears, I guess.
Yeah, that works.
So,
heads get heavy.
I suppose.
And take up a lot of room too.
Well, actually, the question on that is, who would know more about what's happening with them? Do you have that information? Is there somebody else in town that has that information?
About the orcs?
Yes.
Well, I'll be the best one. We've just got reports of a band of orcs near Wyvern Tor. That's all we have. That's all the information we have.
Wyvern Tor. I'm assuming that's like a mountain or something like that.
Yeah, Tor is a mountain.
Spire.
Wyvern Tor.
I see you there, Cat.
Yeah, I always say it's
Nelsol feels Cat staring at him in a kind of pondering way, and turns around and just quickly glances down at the floor.
Yeah, I would say it's a sort of a bunch of caves, maybe hell Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Katusha pretends to just be utterly bored.
Does anybody have an idea what size a group consists of? Or is it just merely that there's orcs, some of them, and they're causing trouble? And any tribal markings identified?
No, none. He has reports that they number between 4 and 9 orcs.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And as he finishes off, he gets up. I'm very busy here, and he storms off back to his office at the back, and then Sildar, who's been quietly watching this from the side, walks up to you, and he pulls out a pouch of gold, and he hands it to Siggy. Like, this is the bounty reward I said I would give it to you guys.
You are most generous, sir. We do appreciate it.
It's got about 50 gold in it.
Okay.
Yeah. And he says that he is interested to find out more about where Gundren has been taken to Cragmore Castle, and he is offering a reward as the local representative of where are we?
Reward to find information or reward to get him back?
He is, where is it? Local, yeah, he's the local representative of the Lord's Alliance. He is offering a reward for if they can locate Cragmore Castle and defeat or drive off the tribe's chieftain.
So basically clearing out Cragmore Castle.
Pretty much, yeah. And he says that we are offering from Lord a reward of 500 gold and any loot that you find in Cragmore Castle.
That's pretty nice, although that's then not going to be an easy job, so I'm guessing we don't want to rush off and do that right away.
Yeah, so we should find out some information first.
And he also has that he's been asking around for Iano Albert, the wizard friend that he's been trying to.
Ah, yes. Have they finished indoors?
So you haven't found Iano either, is what you're saying?
I've talked to some of the locals, and he disappeared while exploring the area around Trezandor Manor about 2 months ago, shortly after arriving in Phandalin.
Okay.
He asks the characters to investigate the manor. See if you can find him or bring back what's left of him if he's been killed. He is a short, dark-bearded human wizard in his 30s.
Okay. Well, I think it's lunchtime. Let's go and have a break.
Yeah, we can have a break if people want it.
Oh no, I'm just saying in the game.
Not in the game.
But but we can have a break now if some people.
Yeah, we can have a 10-minute break if people want it. We can keep going on.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm good to keep going.
Okey-doke.
Is there specifically a reward for finding the wizard, or is it just, this is what I've heard and can you find him?
There is a reward for it.
Okay. So I was last seen there a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Does he put a figure to that? Not reward?
No.
Okay.
But he said it would be a sizable reward.
Okay. Okay, I would make the recommendation at this juncture that we head down to Alderleaf.
Okay.
Is everybody in agreement? And let's find out a little bit more about.
I'm gonna say because I'm outside. I'm still.
Oh, we're coming outside, and we're not going to exclude you from that discussion.
I'm gonna be strong-headed, and I want to. Where did you say they were hiding? Not hiding.
Well, we know they're seen a lot around the Sleeping Giant, like bar or whatever that place is.
Friends, I think it's general discussion now. If we go directly to Sleeping Giant and maybe raid them or whatever, maybe like invade for them, or if we first investigate for finding a secret entrance in woods, what do you think is best?
I'm thinking. I'm playing my character side of thing. I'm thinking, well, because they're harassing people. I won't stand for that. To me, that's intimidation, and that's not good. I'm quite happy to go in on my own and not cause a fight. Just like, I'm here in this town. Do not do what you're doing. Just stop it. You know, try and stop them.
I think we're going to have to fight them, though. It sounds like, from what we've heard about them, I don't think this is not going to end without some kind of
there's not many of them, and I feel we could probably take them. But if we go to their Sleeping Giants, which they're obviously frequent, and like that's going to send shivers down the backbone, and like that might stop them. They might there's people bigger than us in town. That works.
It's a good idea, Evie, but I'm afraid from the rumor these guys have, they won't be easy.
Yeah, I think it's going to take more than that to
deterred. So.
Okay.
I think, well, maybe if one of us goes to the Sleeping Giant kind of incognito and just scopes the place out, and maybe the rest of us can go to Alderleaf for now and find out what we can find.
That sounds like a very good idea.
Rogue?
What? Where? You pointing at me now?
Well, you're a stealth person, I assume.
Jeez, just put me into a box, won't you? We're all the same.
I'll see if I've got anything I can give you.
Well, you're a cat. Cats like sitting in boxes. We all know this.
Damn it! Damn it! How do you know that? That's supposed to be secret. Nobody's supposed to know that about the tabaxi.
But we could also send Orc Fellow and he asking them if maybe they hire him, you know?
That's a good idea.
I'll go. We've seen how this party can sometimes handle taking care of things or joining groups. So I'll go. Scope it out and meet you down at the Alderleaf farm.
Nelsol pats you on the back just slightly too hard and says, "Good cat."
Hairball! Hairball! 1 sec. There we go. Okay, I'm feeling better now.
I'm going to see if I can, if one of my prepared spells can actually help him.
Don't worry about it. Keep him. We may need him.
He doesn't have to be like invisible, or I don't know. He just has to go in and see what he can hear.
Yeah,
I'm not necessarily even thinking that you should try and like be. Oh yeah, I want to join your group just to. Scope out what kind of equipment they have, what kind of condition they're in.
Yeah, I was going to see if I could give an advantage in anything, like from charisma to everything, so he's safe. But
something like a boost to charisma might be useful. I don't know.
I've got nothing.
Yeah.
Although, do you know how close I came to commanding the townmaster? I was so tempted to command him. Well, I don't know if I can get away with it or not.
About that, rather not do those type of things. Okay, so I'll go my separate way.
I'm gonna use my telepathy, which I now have, to ask Iffy. After we get all the money that we can out of the townmaster, do you want me to shake his hand?
Sorry, repeat yourself.
Sorry, what?
What did you say?
I'm asking you telepathically if after we get everything done with the townmaster, if you want me to shake his hand.
Yes. I just nod. I smile.
All you need to do is nod.
Is he evil?
Smile.
Shake your head.
It's
Yeah.
not like he's a bad person. He seemed completely ignorant about that. But on the other hand, he can't. He must know something about that. I don't know. There's a little bit shady.
I mean,
I just smile.
A grung is a very rare creature. So the fact that this is a town in Neverwinter, and he's just a fat banker, he probably won't know.
Yeah, I'll just smile and as in
about grungs and their poisonous skin.
Because obviously I can heal him if need be, but it's like a bit of his own medicine. He needs it.
I got it.
Okay,
What? So you can shake his hand. What happens if you roll a crit on shaking his hand? Is it just instantly fatal?
He has to roll.
If he rolls a nat 1, it's an instant fail. If he rolls a nat 20, it's an instant save, no matter what. No matter if the DC was 22, if he rolled a 20, it's an automatic fail, automatic success. So, what are you doing?
So it seems like Gidzeki's going to the Sleeping Giant just to scope the place out, very low key, and the rest of us are going to Alderleaf Farm.
Roll me a stealth check.
Actually, I want to go with
Me?
Gidzeki, yeah. Both of you roll me a stealth check.
No, I don't want the damn frog with me.
I'm gonna stay outside.
Okay, well,
I'm just gonna be in the vicinity.
Yeah, I think I nailed it.
Yeah, you vanish as you walk down the street. No one can see you. You're gone.
Vanish.
I am one with the road. I am one with the road.
Are you following them, Jiga?
Yes.
You roll a stealth check as well.
Okay, hold on. I will. Let me see what I can do here. I will use my bonus action to concentrate on the diminution psychic focus, so I get advantage on stealth checks.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend 2 psi points to go tiny until my concentration ends, so I can have +5 to stealth on top of that.
Okay.
There we go. So, stealth. And
roll again, because that's it's not advantage. So 19. Okay.
And I'm tiny.
Yeah, okay. You as you walk down the streets towards the Sleeping Giant, and you both see underneath the porch of the Sleeping Giant, the little porch, you see 4 rough-looking males, human males, and they all seem to be wearing a grubby scarlet cloak. They don't see you. Actually.
Are they wearing leather armor, or is it just normal clothes? Or they have visible weapons?
They do not see you. They are armed. They do they've got some sort of weapons on them. But you won't really know unless you get closer. But you could most definitely see these appear to be part of the ruffians from Redlands. So what do you do? Do you get closer? Do you go see them?
I'll go a little closer.
I mean, this is technically a public bar, right? Just anybody could go in.
Technically, yeah. It's a ramshackle tap room. It's dreary. It's run down. It's a place where you'd probably get ruffians. You get closer.
How close is closer? How close are we right now?
You're probably about 20 feet away down the street. As you get
I'm going to
close,
circle around to the back of the sleeping giant instead of getting closer to them.
Okay.
Or sleeping giant tavern, I should say. Just to scope out, make sure that they're no more behind there.
If you get around the behind, you don't really see anybody else. It's just the back of a inn. There's what appears to be a couple of outhouses. Some empty barrels up the back. But no other people.
20 feet. So the four of them, are there any like windows in the back or something like that?
No.
No. Okay. I'll go back to the, circle my way back to the front,
Okay.
Still staying at that distance, looking at type of what weapons they're carrying, that type of stuff.
Okay.
See if we can make a note of that.
Are you feeling brave enough to try and go inside, Gidzeki? Just like, stroll in? Pretend you're a customer? I mean, it's up to you, of course. You're the one that's there.
Let's see here. Red brand ruffians. You notice that they've got they have short swords, yeah. But yeah, they're looking about. They're looking for something, but they don't spot you. Yeah.
So these guys are just standing there. They're not like just hanging out and drinking. They are kind of like
they're kind of
almost on guard.
They're hanging about at the front of the porch, But they're looking. They're on guard for something, but you don't know.
Okay. Gidzeki's gone very quiet.
He has.
Okay, I'm going to role play. I'm going to role play Gidzeki's character for a moment. So he decides to just randomly take a nap on the ground, curls up.
Sorry, I was muted there
for a while.
I was muted. My bad. I didn't realize that.
Just in public, starts licking his bum.
Walk up. If they take arms against me, I'm planning to. I'll be ready to run if need be.
Just play the newcomer in town card and say, "Oh, I didn't know," kind of thing.
I'll kind of walk up and make mention of, is this a good place to get an ale in town?
And if any of them try to attack Gidzeki or Yanyela, I'm going to mind thrust that one from wherever I'm hiding.
You walk up to them. Okay.
Just to the door, as if I'm going in and because it's a tavern, it's known in town as a tavern. Good place to get a drink.
One of them, they look at you, and one of them's like, he spits on the ground. It's like, they don't serve your kind here, cat.
Well, sorry. Didn't realize it was this type of establishment. Well, I suppose I'll take my gold clink clink somewhere else.
As you
and walk away.
do this, the other three ruffians form a circle around you, and
I'm blitzing at that point, but I'm gone before they can.
Roll me a dexterity check.
Oh, dexterity. This could get interesting.
Is Phil Badman still connected to me via mental telepathy? Or was that broken?
I think it has to be 120 feet.
Okay. Probably too far from me. Yeah, that's too far.
Just.
Yeah. Oh well, we don't know what's going on then. Sorry.
Dexterity. As you.
Be able to see you.
Yeah. As you. Well, not a save, just a check.
Oh, just a check.
Just -2 from that.
What, so 15?
Okay, I'll roll it again. How's that instead?
There.
Let's see. That's good. But as you attempt to run away, you feel this tight grasp as a hand reaches down and grabs onto your tail.
I'm gonna mind thrust that one.
You mind thrust. Okay. What was it? It's a
DC 11 intelligence.
okay. Intelligence 11. He just makes it.
That's fine.
12 minus 1.
Oh, this is unlike Donkey Kong.
Okie doke.
Swords out.
Swords are out as the other ruffians. Roll initiative.
I thought that was going to happen.
I mean, this is all. Is this all far enough away that the rest of the group would be
you're
able
far
to,
enough away not to know.
not to hear any of this?
Actually,
because it's only like what
200 feet.
200 feet.
Roll perception.
Could we hear the commotion? Okay.
Yeah, roll.
Perception. Oh. 17.
17.
Yeah, I heard nothing.
Does the breeze carry the sound of, swords being drawn to our ears?
Okay. You hear a commotion. Shit, give me a second. As you as the fight starts, you probably hear also shouting in the distance, but it'll take you a couple of turns to get to them if you realise what it is, though.
Well, we know where the sleeping giant is. We know they went there.
I suppose you hear the massive yowl of the cat
Yes.
as
he grabbed his tail.
Yeah, as his tail is grabbed and he's yanked forcefully backwards.
Well, so I do. Nelsol does hear something then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to turn to the group and go. I think low key just went out the window. I think we should get over there ASAP.
Damn it.
So how many turns is it going to take us to cover that distance?
By the way, Ife, you did a roll on performance, not on perception. But that's fine. He's doing a little dance over there in front of you.
Interpretive dance.
I think I'm with P. What was it? Perception.
Yeah.
That's as well. Natural one. I hear nothing. I'm deaf.
Yeah, pretty much deaf there. Yeah. It'll probably take you a good maybe 2 rounds to get to them.
Okay. All right. We're all heading in the direction of the sleeping giant then.
Yep, totally agreed.
So that'd be okay. Wow, okay. Ow. Okay, okie doke. Top of the round, and it's the ruffian that's holding onto your tail, and he is going to make a multi-attack against you with his short sword.
Holding onto my tail at the same time.
He lets go of your tail as he pulls out his short sword. Yeah, he's on top of you pretty much, and he's going to swing that short sword
right in front of me. Yeah,
that's a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Oh wait, shit, wait there. 2 seconds. Oh, so how much damage does Mind Thrust do if it's a fail?
None.
None. Oh yeah, it's fine then.
Can I ask the DM a question?
Yes.
Alright. With Guiding Bolt, It's a range of 120 feet.
You have to have visual on them.
No. Sorry, I thought it was a different spell. My mistake.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You have to have visual on them for game mode.
I was looking at. I got confused between spiritual weapon, but I can't learn that yet.
Okay,
so level 3, I believe. Oh no,
level 3. But
is that level 3? Yeah.
It's a level 3, but I'm able to learn because I have 16 plus wisdom. I can learn a spell above my level, but I don't know how that works.
I'll have a look into that.
Have a look into it for later on. I'm not
okay. So yeah, ruffian, 20 to hit. Not 20, just 20 to hit.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that does hit, and that is a 1d6. Okay. That is 4 piercing damage as he stabs it into your back, and the second hit is 12.
Missed.
So as he comes back around for another stab, you duck out the way as you pull your tail away from him and turn around to face him.
Would it be possible to get a thing on the screen of, like, you know, tokens for the ruffians, and just so we have some idea of who is where in this fight?
Funnily enough, no, I can't. No, sadly there is no tokens for this
engagement.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. As soon as my turn comes around, I'll be a lot nearer you guys.
Sadly, for this fight, it's just done without tokens.
Okay. You mean we have to use our imaginations in Dungeons and Dragons? What is this?
Pretty much, and when we get onto the other screens, you'll see what they look like, basically.
Okay.
I just can't pull up a token right now because they're not there for me to pull up, which is annoying. Oh wait, there actually.
So, but this fight's all happening on the porch, and then Feels a Bad Man is like
it's like it's spilling out onto the street, yeah, basically. Okay. So that was him. Okay, ruffian number 2, because they both rolled a 13. Is going to rush at the frog, who you can just see after being mindful as he's mind thrusting. So he's going to rush towards you and make a multi-attack against you. No, he does not, because he rolls a nat 1. So that's let's see what happens. Let's roll on the critical failure.
Uh-oh.
Okay, as the oh, that is as this ruffian runs towards you, he trips up over something and he falls to the ground hard, taking 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
So he's like lost a tooth or something.
Yeah, he's holding his nose a bit bloody. He's lost a tooth, and he is now not prone. So yeah, he's his turn's done. Oh, I love. Yeah.
Hello.
Because you both rolled poorly, it's ruffian number 3 to go. Who rolled a 12. Who is now going to rush towards... he's going to rush towards Kazeki. And he's going to make a multi-attack against you with his short sword. Which is...
crap, these guys are high level to get 2 attacks. Gee.
A 12?
Missed. I have a 15.
And 14.
Missed.
Okay. As he runs towards you and he pulls out his sword, he slashes at you, but you manage
You're my biggest fan! I can see that!
Cat reflex out the way. You know what cat reflexes, man. You've been stabbed once and your tail has been pulled. You're not happy now. As you furiously dodge out the way of these blades.
You fight like a dairy farmer. How appropriate you fight like a cow.
And as you rolled real bad, ruffian number 4, who rolled 11, goes next. Yeah. He's going to rush toward. He's going to rush towards you, Zeki, again. Yeah. You're a bigger target. The frog's small, and he's going to make 2 attacks against you. For a 6.
Nope.
That's another 1. So now on that one.
Well, these guys are not very good, are they?
Hey, Fieldspite, can you move your token just a little bit away from the sleeping giant there, just a little bit more? Move it up to like over underneath Stony Hill Inn. I just want to see, because I'm about to do something that you're going to be pissed off with.
As this, as he swings for his second attack, the edge of his blade hits the dirt, and it kicks up a lot of dust. And he blinds himself.
So I guess no second attack.
These guys are real good.
He blinds himself, and he is blinded until his next turn. Okay, Gizeki is now.
Isn't it Jägerschnitzel?
No. It's Jäger first, not you. Jäger.
No, I have a 5. It is Gizeki.
Oh, it is Gizeki. I'll put this wrong way around. So yeah, it is Gizeki and Jäger. So Gizeki should go.
Okay, so
for my bonus action,
this is a Yanyan.
I'm going to say this puts us all about halfway to them now. We've kind of covered half that distance.
You're about halfway. So the next round you should be here. Okay, so it's you. Yeah, you to go.
Okay, I am going to, as my bonus action, prepare to disengage. So any movement I make away from these guys, they attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
Unless they have some other ability.
No, they don't get attack it.
No, but I'm going to attack first.
Yeah, you attack, and then we have a look at.
I am going to. The blinded one seems the easiest to take out, so I'm going to attack him. Seems he's right there.
Okay, you go to attack him.
Yeah, I roll a 1.
Okay, doke. Let's see what happens.
Does he get advantage on that because the guy's blinded and can't defend himself?
Let me have a look quickly. I do believe good condition. Yes, you're right. That is advantage. So yeah, it's
even easier.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a 14 hit.
14 does hit.
Oh.
As you
then he gets that as well, so he takes 9 damage.
Yeah, so as you pull back your rapier and you stab it towards the one who is blinded, you strike through that dust cloud, and you hear this groan as you pull back your blade, and you see blood through the cloud of dust.
Okay. At this point, I'm gonna DD Mao out of there, and I move at an unbelievable amount of speed. As I move 60 feet.
Yes.
Because my feline agility kicks in.
Oh, is this cat physics basically?
Cat physics,
yeah.
You know, when you stand on a cat's tail, he runs really quick. He's gone.
So basically, I make it to where I can virtually just see Nelsol.
Pretty much.
Because I'm hitting like right down to all the leaf where I knew everybody else was. So I'm about here now. I'm 60 feet away from them.
Yeah, you run away as quick as you can. Giga, it is now you to go.
There's a guy prone in front of me.
There is a guy prone in front of you.
I am going to poison my dagger and then attack him.
You get advantage on that because he's prone. So that's 6 damage. Plus poison, which is Constitution saving throw?
Yes. He has to beat a 12.
That's 19, so that's...
Yeah, that's fine then. And I'm gonna run away too.
yeah, you run away. He's prone. He can't take an attack opportunity. So you run towards the group. Okie doke.
Only by 30 feet. That's as far as I can get. So I'll just put myself here.
Can you let us know when we're near there? Because I've got an idea.
Okay.
Bad idea, but it's a good idea.
Sorry, 25 feet.
So what are the bandits doing at this point? One of them's prone on the ground, badly injured.
One's
blinded.
One's blinded, being stabbed, badly injured. One is one has fallen over and taken damage, and then been stabbed. So that's 6 damage. So that's good. And 2 are fine and dandy. They've not been hit yet. But as you run, they will turn. So at the top of the round, ruffian number 1 and ruffian number 2 will run after you guys because their movement is.
Oh, they'll catch up to me. I'm sure.
They will dash. Yeah, they will catch up to you. So everyone will get up. The blinded guy is not blinded anymore. The guy who's prone and stabbed will get up and they'll run. So as you all enter the CU, you now all enter. So everyone roll initiative.
That hasn't already rolled.
Yeah, pretty much.
Initiative.
Oh god, I can never remember where this is. There we go.
Top center.
Top center, yeah.
Between armor class and speed.
That's it. So that's 19.
What we could do.
That's 16 and.
I like the idea of these guys running around the corner expecting to just see like a frog and a cat, and instead there's like 6 of us.
An orc.
That's how it feels, isn't it? I don't know if
dwarf and that's me. Bubba, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
You roll initiative from it.
I see those guys running on the corner towards us.
Oh, you did. You rolled an okay. I got that wrong. That's not a 19. That's a 19. That's a 6. Okay, Duke. Right. So yeah.
All right.
As you run around the corner.
I watched that film yesterday, so I know exactly what he's on about.
I haven't watched it yet. No spoilers, please.
So
I haven't seen that, so that's I'm missing out on the reference slightly. I have more in mind, Han Solo running into the room full of stormtroopers.
Yes.
Yeah, that is pretty much what happened.
I have to say,
turn around the corner, they pretty much run into you guys. As Bubba, you're up first as you run around the corner.
Right. I just whack one of the guys over the head with my quarterstaff.
Okay, you whack that quarterstaff.
Whack it real good. Okay, not that bad. Not that good.
That works. As you bring down your staff, you crack the guy over the head with your staff. That'll be that one there. As you notice blood coming out of his chest. He is not looking too happy or too healthy at all. Is that everything?
And I yield to surrender now. Oh, so the consequences.
They just laugh at you, even though he's bloodied and now got a massive lump forming on his head. Okay. Mark, it is you to go next.
Who's the most healthiest?
They've got 2 that's not been hit yet.
Okay, am I within 60 feet, I believe?
Yeah, you're within about 20 feet.
Alright, I'm going to cast Command.
Okay.
I don't know what... Oh, God.
I
think you just got to make a saving throw, I think.
Wisdom saving throw.
I need to make a system. Doke. That's 18.
I think you passed. I think my think it's 14. You got to pay.
Okay.
Or is it my actual thing? If it's my actual thing, it's 19. I think it's
no, it's your DC.
Yeah, so it should be what? Your wisdom plus your modifier plus 10, so...
You ain't passing that in a hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might have failed then. I'm not too sure, actually. I don't know how that works.
Your spell DC will be...
My wisdom spell is 19.
No.
And
your wisdom saving throw against your DC, which will be
16 or 17 for
spells. 14.
14, yeah. I think it's 14, yeah. So you pass, yeah.
Yeah. Wisdom is your spell casting ability.
So I stand there and I cast. Listen to me.
I think it has to be a single word.
Listen.
I mean, listen will work, but he just shrugs off your spell and keeps running towards you. So, you want to do anything for your bonus action?
Can I? Right. What's my bonus action? Can I use a spell on bonus action?
If you have a spell that does bonus action, like Healing Word, that's a bonus action spell.
No one needs healing, do they? Do you know something? I don't know if this is. Should I look at this spell? Sorry, I'm only submitting it because I want to look at it. So it's not actually. It's an action.
Yeah, it's an action.
Yeah, I was going to create some water. I can't do anything really. Garden bolt. Is that a
That's an action. Yeah.
Yeah, I won't do anything. I'll just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Okay, it is now Katusha.
Now, I have to say, for a completely unintended ambush, this is going pretty well, is it? I'm trying to be a little bit sideways, and if I see that correctly, I should be a little bit further back, so that I can shoot my bow at stuff.
Is it just the 2 ruffians we're facing at the moment?
4 ruffians, 2 that are full health.
Okay.
Yes, 4 of them, yeah. And 2 that have been damaged. And 1 that is on low health.
Well, I just, out of instinct, I'm basically shooting at the one who looks scary after 2.
Okay. As you pull out your short bow and loose your arrow, loose that arrow. That was definitely hits, and as the arrow flies through and sinks into the chest of ruffian number 3, the arrow sinks in deep as it impacts into the shoulder and it knocks him somewhat off balance. Yeah, okay, who is next? Okay, ruffian number 1. Unless that's everything you want to do for your action, your turn, Katusha.
That is everything, yes.
Okay.
Do the ruffians get a turn before I get a turn because of my low initiative? Okay.
Basically, ruffians rolled 13, 12, and 11.
All right, okay. That's how that works, okay.
So, yeah. Ruffian number 1 is going to run up towards...
they're not smart, thank goodness.
It's going to run up towards Nelsol. He's going to make a multi-attack against you.
Yeah, about that, guys. They attack twice.
I don't understand why, but they do.
They're going to run up to the second biggest person in
pretty much.
Well, I've got my shield ready, so...
No. He is the biggest person. He's just the second tallest.
That's 22 to hit.
And my AC's 20, so that is a hit, I think.
Yes. So that will be 5 piercing damage.
Okay, that takes me down to 17 hit points.
Okie doke. And for second attack... Oh good, that's not a 1, that's a 7.
That's a definite not hit.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Clangs off my shield or something.
As he comes back for the second stab at you, you smack it aside with your shield. Okay. Now, ruffian number 2, who rolled 13 as well, is going to... Yeah, he's going to roll around. He's going to run around this corner. And he is going to
Brown
run
trouser moment.
at... he's going to run at Bubba. And he's going to make some slashes against you, Bubba.
Yes.
For 14.
Well, due to some strange twist of fate, his attack roll is a 4.
What roll?
Nice.
Okay.
It's one of my wizard class things where at the start of each day I roll 2d20 and I can choose when
That's
to
true,
use
yeah.
those.
That's true. Okay. Second attack is 12.
Well, that hits.
Okay, and that is 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh, you hurt me.
As he swishes back for a second stab towards you and catches you in the shoulder. Okay, ruffian number 2, number 3 goes next. He pulls out the arrow that Katusha sunk into him, and he flings it onto the floor, and he runs towards you, Katusha, and he'll just get to you within reach, yeah, and no, possibly, yes, and he's going to make a multi-strike against you, which is 11.
Okay, is there some kind of dodging?
I don't think. What's your armor class?
Armor class. Okay, let's just.
Your armor class is 15. Nope, that does not hit. 11 does not hit. And that's 13. That does not hit either. So as this ruffian runs towards you and swings his sword at you, you duck and weave out of the way of his strikes. As his balance seems to be off, having a bloodied arm. Ruffian number 4 is going to make a beeline towards Gazeki, and he is going to make an attack against you for 14.
Miss.
And a 13.
And a miss. It's a good thing I upgraded my armor.
Oh, is that a 14? That is... No, it's not. It's a 10. So yeah, that still misses.
I want to know why. How I'm like getting a feel that these guys are got something going on that's allowed to do so many attacks. That seems preternaturally strange for ruffians of this caliber.
You're not wrong, but...
Yeah, it's not like their armor's very good, or they've got particularly amazing weapons, but the fact they can get 2 hits is pretty...
Yeah, it's interesting how they've done it.
We'll have to investigate later, after we've killed them.
Yeah, okie doke, Gazeki, it is now you to go.
Wait, don't I get a turn?
No, I'm before you.
You will do. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay, okay, it's just there's so many, there's so many of us and there's so many of the ruffians.
Yeah.
There's 10 people to have to deal with now, so... Okay, which ruffian just attacked me? Number 3? What?
Yes, number 4, who is badly injured.
Oh, he's gonna take a... this where... Yeah, I'll just attack him.
Okay, doke. As you pull out your rapier...
I hit for...
Yeah, as you sink in your blade, you sink it into his neck, and he grabs onto his neck, and he keels over. He is dead.
Take that!
Okay, is that everything for your turn?
I will... Seems we don't really have the positioning there. I'll kind of...
Yes, I can do that.
Once against Darman, because I'll back up Darman, the guy that's attacking him.
Okay. As you move closer to Darman, Jedi, it is now you.
Okay. Which is the one that's in front of me? The guy that swung at me?
The guy that swung at you is ruffian number 1, who is on full health.
Okay, he's one of the full health ones. Okay.
Yes.
I will. I'm pondering doing something here.
Okay.
Does trying to do like an intimidation roll, is that like an action if I yell at them to try and surrender?
Yeah, that would be considered an action. Yes.
Okay, so I want to use action surge for this fight, which gives me 2 actions.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use the first action to try and get them to submit with intimidation, and then if that doesn't work, I can use the second action to then take a pop at this guy that's in front of me.
Okay.
If that's acceptable.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay. So I'm gonna yell at them, submit, and see if it works.
Yeah.
Big scary orc guy. 17.
Sad.
I mean, there's 4 of them, but we outnumber them, and some of them are quite badly injured.
Well, there's only 3 of them now.
Yeah.
One's just been dropped.
Oh, right, okay.
The one in front of you laughs at you as he just grins and he pulls his sword out towards you.
Well,
the other 2
in my direction.
Yeah, but the other 2 turn to look at you, but they seem to be wavering slightly, but they're still in it to fight. Basically.
Okay, they're not
Yeah.
keen on giving up then. All right, so I'm going to use my second action then to I just sigh and shrug and roll my eyes as if to say, well, I tried, and then I'm going to swing at this guy's head with my warhammer.
Well, swing away with your warhammer. That most definitely hits as you swing away as your warhammer clangs off the side of his head, and he is knocked sideways. Not knocked prone. He catches himself, but that hurt, and he is not looking happy with you right now as he's sitting there furiously rubbing the side of his head.
All right.
Okay. Jedi. Jaeger, it's now you.
Who out of all of them is the most injured?
Well, you have ruffian number 2, who's in front of Bubba, and ruffian number 3 is in front of Getoshia.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the one in front of Bubba with my short bow. I'm going to poison the arrow.
Okay. Doke. That hits. Constitution saving throw.
Yes, 12.
Oh, 13.
That's fine. That's it.
Just makes it to one in front of Bubba. As you fire off your bolt, it hits him into the back, and he reaches round and pulls out the side of his back, and he groans in pain. Okay, dude. Actually, quickly do. What do I want? Okay, top of the round, it will be, I believe, Bubba. It is you to go.
I better hear him once. The guy in front of me again with the quarterstaff, and I used it in both hands this time.
Okay. Okay. that is a hit for the one in front of you, and as you crack him over the head, he you hear this deafening thud and a crack, and you see his eyes roll backwards, and he just topples over. He's dead.
So we're down to 2.
Down to 2. The one in front of you is still going strong, but the other one, he's looking like he's ready to flee. Bubba, is that everything you want to return?
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, it is now you.
Just as an aside, I think we should try and capture at least one of these guys, because some intel, like they could easily tell us how to get into.
That's why I tried cast command, but I'm gonna cast Channel of Divinity, Preserve Life.
Right.
Don't know if I managed to work it properly on here.
Cleric. This is...
It's starting at 2nd level. You choose your Channel of Divinity to heal badly injured. As an action, you present the holy symbol and invoke any healing entities that can restore a number of hit points 5 times from cleric level to creatures within 30 feet of you. But it can be split.
Okay. So who are you going to heal?
I'm just trying to work out how much I actually have.
You can heal 5 times, so 10 hit points.
10 hit points. So basically, the people that I feel is.
All the 10 hit points that have been damaged to people already.
No, I split it. Basically, I can say like 3 hit points to you, 4 hit points to you, 3 hit points.
Yeah,
to you.
You can. So,
who's injured?
Yaniela for 4, and I think Darman for 6, right?
And Bubba for 6.
Bubba, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's close to death though? Who can take another hit?
Oh, I can take another hit.
No,
you don't have to cast the spell yet now. Or Darman, if anything.
It's not a spell, it's just a Channel Divinity.
Oh.
Yeah. The people that are closest to death, or close, who've lost the most, I shall cast. There's 2 of you, aren't you, basically?
Yeah.
Give them 5 each.
Okay, so...
You heal 5 each.
4 and 6 can't. Is it an equal split, or can you split it out any number of ways?
Any number of ways.
Any number of ways.
Then just do 4 and 6 and you'll be fine.
Alright, 4 and 6, and that's that spent for the day.
So that's Bubba back up to full and...
Kiteki.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it's spent then.
Okie doke. And what do you want to do with your bonus action?
As bonus action, I can't remember what spells I have as a bonus action. Cantrip's bonus action, isn't it?
No. Well, it can
Some
be.
of them can be.
Let's have a look.
Nelsol feels sad for a moment because apparently everybody's forgotten that he got stabbed as well.
You got healed.
Oh, he did.
I took a moment to play a tiny violin.
Oh yeah, you didn't get healed, did you? Forgot about that.
Oh, unless
I've still got 17 though, I'm fine really.
But I have a healing.
Shield of Faith is bonus action. Healing Word is bonus action.
Yeah.
Well, you could also just do 3, 3, and 4. So I get 3, Nelsol gets 3, and Darman gets 4, type of thing, right?
Yeah, I might as well do that.
Okay.
It helps the team out. Don't really
So,
big.
Yeager, Bubba and Yeager get... Bubba and Nelson get 3. And Gizeka gets 4.
How many people are left to kill?
2.
2. Well, actually,
no. Okay.
I shall hold.
So
no, I can't hold. That's right. Go.
So it is Catgo.
All right.
So, you have a ruffian in front of you.
And he's somewhat injured, is he?
He is somewhat injured, yes.
Okay, so he's right in front of me. So I look at him and say, "You have come to give him my arrow back." And then I drop my bow and use the dagger on him because that's just the distance to fight with a bow, right?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, you pull out your dagger and you
stab.
Yep. You stab him. That stabs you as you pull it back. You plunge it into his chest. You see blood start to form and bubble out of his mouth, but he's still standing. But he's all groggy and he's not looking too good.
I say to him, "Let's not go ahead."
Okay. Right. Is that everything for you, Cat?
Yes.
Okie doke. Ruffian number 1. And grins at you, Nelsol, as he pulls back his short sword to make another 2 attacks against you.
I don't like this guy. He's way too cocky.
That's a 10.
Okay, that's a miss.
And that's a 15.
Okay, neither of them do any damage to him. I think they might connect, but neither of them do any damage.
As he pulls them back, especially, they just bounce off your arm and you just sit there and laugh at him.
He's your biggest fan. He's just blowing, wafting in front of you.
The ruffian number 3, he will start to back away from you, Cat. So you get attack opportunity against him.
Is it possible to tackle him to the ground and
yeah,
pin
that
him
was what I
down
was
or something?
asking. Can I just try push him over or something?
Can I
make me a strength check?
Can I
athletics?
Athletics.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do a bonus action. Can I use this as a? I'm going to say something.
Oops.
Say something.
So I throw myself at his chest like a lover.
You're supposed to tackle him, not slap fight him.
It just looks like you're swooning.
All the blood in my dress.
Yeah, you as you run up to him, you slip on his blood that you've just caused, and you slide down the front of him, getting your dress all bloody.
Oh, no.
What do you want to say, Mark?
I was actually, because I don't have a bonus, because I didn't use bonus action, I was actually going to try and say to people, let them know, don't worry if you kill him, we can get information later.
Yeah.
So I can do something to him.
Oh.
Okay.
Remember last time we died, Nelsol, and you had to kill him because I can stabilize dead people.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And it didn't work last time because they laughed at me, like kill him.
Okay. Okay. It is Gazeki.
I'd forgotten that.
Yeah, I've just remembered.
Okay, well, the one who is grinning so much at Nelsol, is his biggest fan, needs to feel the point of justice in his back. So I will rapier him.
Well, you get advantage because he's in 5 feet of combat.
No, I just get the sneak attack damage.
Oh yeah, you get sneak attack. Never mind then. You get sneak attack if you hit.
Oh, I think I hit.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
it takes 12.
As you sink your rapier into the back of his skull, he grins, and Nelsol, you see the grin as this sharp point comes out between the middle of his eyes, and as the blade is withdrawn, he just slumps to the ground.
I just look over at Gizeki and just cock an eyebrow and kind of give a little nod of nice.
At least we've had no exploding brains.
We still have the one there to try and...
That's true. It's Jedi's turn now.
Okay, I'm going to try and do the same thing. I could try another intimidation, actually. He's kind of rattled. Would that give me an advantage, because he's already trying to run away?
Not for intimidation.
Okay.
Athletics, yeah. You get advantage for that.
You know what? I'll do athletics then. I'll try and tackle him and do what Cat did, and then because I've actually got scoring that as well.
He's weak. You can get advantage for that.
He must be terribly puzzled, Right. I said to him, "Let's not do that anymore," and then I throw myself at his feet. Must be completely what the fuck?
Very much. Okay, and yeah, as you pretty much rugby tackle this injured human to the floor, your orcish might pin him to the ground. Combat's over,
Okay.
and you have now captured one ruffian.
I looked down at him and said, we had to do this the hard way, didn't we?
I'm going to look at Nelsol and go, don't forget, I could always revive him, get information out that way.
True, but doesn't that, like, use up a spell or something?
I can always sleep.
I'm gonna, like, oh, you want to take my gold? Well, I'm gonna ruffle through your pockets now. While they're
Well, you're just gonna, go through that, okay.
Okay, and roll me an investigation check.
While everybody else is talking to them.
Yeah, where's my phone? 11. Oh. Yeah. What do you find in pockets? You find in pockets.
What has it got in its pockets? Nasty ruffians, or something along those lines.
Out.
I'm trying to find.
You find about 9 gold pieces between them.
Has all this commotion brought anybody else out of the Sleeping Giant Inn?
Not the Sleeping Giant Inn. No,
okay.
But around you see the 2 Townmaster guards have appeared with a bunch of other people. Some people from the Stone Inn, various locals, and they've watched you.
So people would have seen them attacking us. We've got witnesses that we didn't start this fight. Okay.
Can I? Can Effie walk into the Sleeping Giant? I don't care if I'm on my own. And if there's another red ruffian there,
roll me perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not rolled a 1 yet today, so guess what? Guess what's coming up? PP. Not wisdom. Perception. Not performance. 14.
You walk in and you look around, and you don't see any other scarlet cloaks, red cloaks at all.
As I walk in, if there's any more of these red ruffians or retrobates, they call themselves, present yourself to me now, because I'm still quite energetic, high sort of thing. Like,
yes, you still got the adrenaline going.
You see this to what is more definitely an empty tavern. It's early in the day, and the only really there is the tavern keeper, and he just backs up into the back room.
Okay, bear in mind, I mean, we knew this wasn't a huge group. We've probably just taken out like half of the red brand here.
I was thinking of using inflict wounds if I come across one in the pub. That's my thinking.
You might get some information out of the barkeep.
Yeah, he's gone. He'll kill him. He's in the back. He's away.
Oh, he's out the back door.
Yeah, I don't want to kill people. I just want if there's any of them, I was just going to do inflicted wounds as I touched them, and just and like go, hey. No one in there, so I can't do anything.
Right. So you have effectively a prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
Well, I feel like we should. Like, how wounded is this guy?
He's bleeding. I mean, he's just been stabbed in the stomach.
Is he like close to death? Do we need to?
He'll survive.
Okay, all right.
Well, first
no extraordinary measures required, right?
No. Okay.
I would suggest first I get up and look down on myself. To be so thoroughly besmirched, I think I'll head to the inn. Don't you think that they were oddly confident? Is what I'm saying. Then I take my arrow and leave for the inn.
You're going to come and join me?
No, Stony Hill.
No, for the Steel Hill, I need a bath.
So you're just taking off from the... Okay.
Okay, so Katusha, as picked up an arrow that she's just used, proclaimed that for ruffians, they're pretty cocky, and they know that they can get away with what they want in this town, and she leaves. They get a nice bath in the inn, and a change of clothes, perhaps.
Right, so I just want to, I'm just going to interrogate this guy right here in the street. Why not?
Okay.
While I'm sitting on his chest, basically.
Fair play.
You slap him around a little bit. It's like, speak. Roll intimidation, persuasion. What you want?
I think intimidation under the circumstances.
Okay.
Normal roll or?
A normal roll should be fine.
Okay.
I think advantage because he's on top of him.
That's the advantage. Okay. What do you want to know?
Okay. Oh God, where to start? Okay, so he looks down at this guy and says, "Well, for starters, how many more of you thugs are there, and where are the rest of you?"
There's about 8 or 9. And they're in the Transfer Manor.
Says, okay, 5 more. Okay, how do we get into your little rat hole then?
Through the manor. There's and it tells you where the location of the hatch to get into the manor is.
Okay,
through the manor to the basement.
Oh, so there's an entrance through the ruins of the manor itself.
Yeah.
And what's this about a secret entrance in the woods?
I don't know about any. He doesn't know about any secret entrance in the woods. He's just a low ruffian in the group, so he wouldn't really know anything about any secrets.
That's maybe their escape tunnel for the leader.
Maybe, yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to ask all. What do you know about the woodworker and his family getting killed or disappeared or kidnapped or whatever?
Like, we didn't mean to kill him. It was an accident, and we took and glassed off. We ordered the family to be taken.
Okay.
Can I walk out?
Has anyone else got any? Like the last thing I can think of to ask is about the wizard. So has anyone else got any suggestions? Before we turn him over.
I'm going to walk out the sleeping giant and come over to Nelsol and Nelsol, have you asked him about his leader? What does his leader ambitions?
Okay. Well, I'm just going to look down at the guy and say what he said, and just give him a little slap for emphasis.
Glassstaff, we don't know what he wants. He's mad. He's a mad wizard.
Or he's a wizard.
Interesting.
Explain about being mad, boy.
That's what he wants. As you can see.
Can I kneel down next to his head? And just slowly caress his hairline. As intimidating, also like I'm getting ready for something. Like he's like gonna be very.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh god, that'd be a 1 now, wouldn't it? He's gonna laugh at me.
You run your fingers lovingly through his hair.
Yeah.
You can get advantage on this one.
Use advantage. Summit. I have no idea what these are.
Really good.
Okay. What do you want to ask him?
Just ask about his lead. His leader. His ideas about his leader. What he feels his leader's about. Is he good?
Whoa.
Good. You know what I mean?
He's mad. He's mad. I tell you. That's all we really know about.
So I'm just going to interject. Well, why the hell are you following him then? If he's obviously crazy.
He pays well.
Okay, well we know what level of moral standards this guy has then.
This bloke must be shouting himself. So I'm sat there.
What was the name? What was it? Albrecht was that the wizard we're looking for? So I'm gonna ask him. You know, what do you know about this guy, Albrecht the wizard? Another wizard.
We don't know anything about another wizard.
Okay, well that's suggestive. So I'm gonna glance up at the rest of the group and go, well, maybe we're only dealing with the one wizard here.
What does he look like, Glassstaff?
He...
What was the description of because we had a description from Sildar.
Yeah, Sildar is he was a young. He was a shot.
30.
Yeah, he was. Well, I'll tell you now.
Human, dark hair.
Sildar. Town Hall. There we go. He is. A short, dark-bearded human wizard in his 30s. And the glass staff. I could that myself.
I mean, bearing in mind, I guess that we know that a wizard could theoretically alter their appearance, so it doesn't necessarily. It's not going to be conclusive, but still, it'll be interesting if they happen to look the same.
Yeah, that's true.
As I'm knelt down to this red band, I'm caressing his hair. I'm just going to say, I would like to speak to him and like, as you know,
he
smooth his hair by the way, so it unsettles him, and like be like very motherly to him, like, as you know, you're not very.
He says that the only time he's met Glassstaff, he's been cloaked in this dark cloak. His face has been hidden, and he's always been sitting in a chair or behind. He's not really seen him, but he's got this beautifully ornate glass staff.
Hence the name. Okay, that's something to ask Sildar about then. What kind of staff did his friend have?
Yeah. But before you get from this, speaking to him and question him, this is get that this is the full extent of what he needs.
Is this bloke remorseful? Is he like scared for his life? Going to do anything for it?
Probably, but now, yeah, he's scared for his life.
I'm going to turn to Nelsol and go, shall we give this gentleman a chance? Or
well, I'm going to nod over at the guards and say I think it's
tell people.
I think it's up to them at this point.
Well, really? Were they listening in? Is a good question.
With the town master.
Well, we have a confession from this guy that they did kill the. You know,
the town master doesn't give a damn.
He feigns ignorance, but he can hardly pretend these guys aren't a problem when they just publicly attacked us in the street.
Yeah.
How about we hand him over to Lion Shield instead?
Well, they're a trading company.
If we're going to hand him over to anybody except the
miners' exchange.
Yeah, it'll be the what was the dwarf's name?
Helia.
Helia, that was it.
Yeah. I mean, there is a jail in the Town Master's Hall.
I don't trust him.
Yeah.
He also kind of sucks in his breath and goes, "Yeah, I know what you mean. Maybe we put him in Helia's care just for the time being."
Now that we know it's a wizard,
I have a very alternative idea. How about we put him inside the jail cell with the prison?
You see, Mark, what you've, or I should say, Ife, now that we know he's a wizard, have you considered that maybe the town master is ensorcelled?
I can command him. I can control him so he can't do anything. Wow. If I roll good.
But I'm just saying the town master, you're assuming he's bad, but if he's acting strange,
that's
maybe.
true.
But we
don't hold it against him.
We rescued the bloke from Lion Shield, isn't it? Lion Shield?
No.
Sildar.
Sildar.
He's part of the Lord's Alliance.
Yeah.
He's in the Town Master's Hall as the local representative of the Lord's Alliance.
So he can look after him.
Yeah, I guess we could bring Sildar into it and make sure that the Town Master complies with what we want him to do. You could.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking, because
I
don't trust the Town Master.
I mean, we're getting towards the end of this session anyway, so this seems like we're almost getting to a point where we could wrap it up. So I propose that we drag this felon to the Town Master's Hall, where we know there's a jail, I guess, and then tell Sildar to keep an eye on him.
Does anybody have a way to detect magic?
Yes.
Could you cast it now on the weapons and the bodies in this guy here? Maybe?
I can't remember if it's a ritual or I had it as normal. I have to check, because a ritual takes an hour.
Nope.
Detect magic?
Yeah, I got two. I have two detect magics. One's a ritual, one's not.
Okay.
But no, it's a ritual. It takes an hour.
You can cast it normally too if you want.
Yeah, it takes an hour. Yeah, it takes an hour.
No, it doesn't take 1 hour to cast.
One action.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, but he has a divination ritual.
Yeah, I have two.
As a cleric.
Yeah, I have two.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you do, yeah.
Yeah, for me it's just one. I can use 1 minute to cast it as a ritual. If I want.
So, what are you trying to detect?
See if any magic is around here.
Yeah, on these guys, from the mage or whatever. Did he give them something?
No. As you finish off your spell, you look around and you don't feel that there's any magic around, other than the stuff that you personally keep on you. But no, you don't detect any magic.
Okay. Just asking.
That's right.
Just trying to understand what these guys' capabilities are.
I'm going to get off this guy's chest. I'm going to frisk him down for weapons, and then I think I'll frog march him to the Town Master's Hall.
Yeah. And ask.
No offense, Geschnitzel.
What?
Frog march.
We need to keep that. Well, we'll ask that bloke, because obviously saved his life, to keep an eye on him.
Okay.
So it's not the Town Master.
Yeah.
We don't trust the Town Master.
Okay. As you're dragging him back to the Town Master, he.
I assume the guards are following us at this point.
Yeah. They're following you. He explains that the Red Bands have a handful of captives that are guarded by skeletons.
Skeletons? Okay. So it's not just the 5 extra...
Yeah.
Does the 5 extra people include the wizard, or is it that...
That doesn't include the wizard.
Okay.
There's a lower part of the dungeon that's guarded by a hideous eye monster.
Okay.
A mysterious figure called the Black Spider has hired Red Bands to fighting off adventurers.
Yep.
And intimidate the locals for no reason. The Black Spider sent bugbears to reinforce the Red Bands and to provide extra muscle.
So this is suddenly getting into a proper...
I'll let the
dungeon fight. Not just a couple of extra ruffians.
Can I let the party know that undead, don't worry about them, because I can turn them.
You can indeed.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about undead.
And the glass staffy's chamber is at the western end of the stronghold.
I'm assuming we're probably going to take a little extra time here to plan. We may have him do a rough map of the dungeon as best as he can remember.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we won't go in blind.
Yeah.
To end the day for Iffy would go to the Temple of Luck, converse with the lady Galada, and just pray.
Okay.
And then go to bed.
Okay, so
if that's how it's going to be. If not, then I'll do something else.
Okay, as you walk into the townmaster, Harbin refuses to keep the red band prisoner in his cells.
Oh, okay. Is Sildar still there?
Sildar is not there.
Okay.
Maybe the miners exchange.
Can we?
He fears
what does the townmaster say exactly? Because we've explained that we were publicly attacked. We've explained that he's confessed that they killed the woodworker, that they have captives.
He fears
Is it just simple cowardice, or can we detect he's been controlled somehow?
He's some cowardice.
Okay.
He feels that retaliation from Red Bands. But you get the feeling that he could be persuaded or something.
We can always just kill this guy in the town hall and just leave the dead body here.
Yeah, no,
How about
I'm going to suggest going to the miners' exchange then, and just leaving the townmaster's
hall. You want
in
a command word
disgust.
him?
Yeah, I'm going to try and command word him so he listens to what we have to say. Do what we do. DC 14, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you can say listen, but it doesn't mean that he's going to do what we say. So
no, but if I command him, he does. But if he wins this,
wait. Remember, it's a one-word command. If you read some of the examples there, you can't say listen to what we say. It's listen. He'll listen to us, but he doesn't have to.
It's up to the DM though.
How about I just do a persuasion check first, or somebody does a persuasion check before we start?
Somebody with a charisma.
I've got +2 to persuasion, but my charisma's not.
My charisma is actually quite high.
I would hope so.
But I don't have any.
I mean, it's up to you. You can do.
I've got 16.
Persuade him. You could intimidate him. You could.
But I don't have.
Charm him. You could.
But he doesn't like me anyway. He hates me because he doesn't like me threatening him. So.
You did kind of burst into his office and start haranguing him.
Yeah, I made him to himself. So it's best not for me to do that.
Right, I guess I will try a persuasion check then, see if we can get this guy to put the prisoner in his cells.
Okay.
11.
Can I help Nelsol with the persuasion check?
Yeah. 11. He doesn't seem
that
like
gives you advantage, Jedi.
So I just roll again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want to actually have him in there?
That's a bit better.
He doesn't like the idea, but he persuaded him enough that he will accept.
I just give him a spiel about, you
give up a nice long spiel, but yeah, he comes round and says, "Okay, if you're going to deal with them, I'll keep him in the jail."
Okay, all right. So we left him. Okay, he's in the jail. We know he's there.
Yeah.
Do we have to persuade him to give us a map of the
dungeon?
Of the dungeon.
He told us, didn't he? He told us so.
He will give. There'll be a rough map.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
I mean,
so
we'll
just take that as read that we.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We still have to do one last piece before we think of going in there.
Mm-hmm.
We still need to finish talking to people at the Alderley farm.
Yeah, we should probably still do that. I think we should do that next time though, because we're starting to run out.
Yeah. Or I think.
Can we do it in between? Just assume that we're going to go chat with them and then rest up and.
Yeah, I'll fill in the details when we start.
Okay, this is an
next week.
off-screen thing.
Yeah.